Yes! I'm the
Thank
Joker,
you,
baby.
Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter, for being here. Shut up, bitch. Hello, everyone. It's me. We did our yelling. That can calm down now. Hello. What's up, everybody? I, too, deeply miss some of the music that came with the One Piece anime, considering I'm done watching it probably forever. Can't see myself making more time for that in my life. Maybe one day, I don't know. Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, it's me. It's BGE, yo, and we're here to talk pirates. As we do, it's time for your weekly The One Piece is Bad podcast, baby.
Thank you, Baxter.
I know. It feels good. It feels good to be here. Now, see, today, instead of talking about the new chapter, we're going to take 8 hours to describe why Nika is bad, and I expect all of you to say,
Thank you, Baxter.
by the time we're done.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Yes, because I'm the Joker, that's what we need to do, right? Okay, very, very excited for that. I'm glad we're all here for this. All right. Let's just shimmy on over to the realities of the situation, shall we? Forgive me for this. All right. Here we are, everybody. Chapter 1059, the Captain Kobe incident. Let's scroll on back up here. Let me get this shit out of the way here. Okay, all right. We're doing it. Let's see here. And, yes, of course, now it will be what we always do. It's time to bet. Let's pull up our meme. Here we go. Hang on. Yeah, we've got this first page. We're seeing some rough stuff already. Okay, but let's not color the predictions. It's got to be fair and square, people. As always, we're voting. Is the chapter Goda or is the chapter Hakta? You know what you know. Deep in your heart, which it is. Use your observation hockey. See the future, like the greatest jobber in the history of cover arcs, Katakuri, and decide Goda or Hakta, boys. Get on in there and make your vote. Okay, and 30 minutes. Okay, good. Goda, Hakta, 30 minutes. And away we go. All right, there it is. Buy the dip, take the slurp. It's going to the moon one way or another. All right, there it is. All right, go bet all your life savings now of Buckaroo bits. Now's the time to do it. All right, let's get straight into it. Fuck off, everybody. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm seeing a one. Now, wait, which one's one? Is one Goda or Hakta? Hang on, let me see. Can I see that in some way? I think I'm sure. Oh, wait, if I click on this. One is Goda. Yeah, okay, one's Goda. All right. One is Goda, two is Hakta. All right. Now I want to see some serious what's the term they use? Civilizational divide going on in the chat. I want civil war. I want blood in the streets between the Godas and the Haktas. All right. There should be no man left standing by the end of this. We're talking full on elimination of a culture. Either Goda or Hakta will all be obliterated by the end. Okay. All right. Let's see where we're going with this. All right. Here we go. Chapter 1059, the Captain Kobe incident, and for good measure. Okay, now we can begin. Mind if I smoke a blunt while you read? All right, if I find out you're smoking a blunt, that's an instant permaban because drugs are for losers, kids. Drugs are for losers. And I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, there you go. All right, here we go. You hung it on the Discord long enough last night to know how to vote. I'm
the Joker, baby.
All right, let's get into it. Garma 66, Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 18. The Effects of Caesar's Hallucinogenic Gas. Okay. So, smoking blunts means you like Hakta and should be shot. It's sad but true.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, so first of all, we have to address what's going on with the implications of these exclamation points, okay? Now notice that there appears to be they appear to be candle-shaped. I think this is a subtle implication that actually these, while they look like that it's Oven and Katsukuri on the surface level, if you're a deep theorist such as myself, a deep expert of One Piece lore, you know that this is actually implying that not only Mr. 3, but that his twin brother who ate the other birthday cake devil fruit, in fact, he ate Mr. 3 ate the candle fruit, the other guy ate the birthday cake candle fruit, and this is Oda's very subtle reveal. I know this. I'm a great theorist. Also, Fem Krakow is obviously true because I have a very large IQ, all right? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's what we confirmed. Okay, moving on for that. Now, weird. It seems like what's going on here is some sort of, like, jobbing type situation, but we just know that can't possibly be true because if there's anyone in the series who isn't a jobber, it's Katakuri. The man can literally see the future. How could he possibly get punched? Okay, all right. Right, okay, wax fruit. Okay, it is basically the candle fruit. It's called the wax fruit, but the fire on his head is part of it. It is more than simply wax. It is kind of the candle fruit. Checkmate, bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
Okay, there you go. Anyway, so, the effects of... Okay, so now I believe I said last chapter, right, that, like, Oda's got, like, exactly one split fucking second left of page time to redeem Katakuri for being an utter jobber, which it literally doesn't make sense for him to be. Okay, however, it is annoying, you know, it is annoying. Like, Katakuri was, like, perfect for so long. I guess he might have gotten hit sometimes. Okay, whatever. And Caesar is using, like, hallucinogenic gas. It's like, okay, would Future Sight protect you from, you know, from like, hallucinogens? I mean, if they're kind of long-acting, I guess it would be kind of hard to avoid. I don't know. Okay, more importantly than that, I'm just bored and disappointed that, like, this is what Katakuri's appearance is being, and I need Oda to eventually make something good happen here, all right? This is shit. This is cringe. Why is Oda making every character a jobber now? Make them better. Katakuri is strong and good. It's not that Katakuri doesn't care about a perfect persona. It's that Katakuri is canonically extremely strong and can avoid, like, every attack in the world. So he, you know, like, Oda needs to put in something for that, right? So, okay, whatever. Like, okay, someone said before, Caesar is kind of low-key, very strong, or whatever. This is the ultimate back-down chapter. Well, we'll see about that. So, I don't know. Okay, like, the way that Oda did this doesn't make Katakuri look like the biggest jobber of all time, but I need a stronger showing. I do. This is not cool. And, look, because, what's-his-face, fucking, Oda didn't need to do a cover arc about Katakuri, right? He's choosing to put him. He could have had him in a hospital bed still recovering. The fact that he has Katakuri here doing things means he needs him to at least be impressive. Baseline cool, all right? Or else it will undercut where we left him in the narrative. I want Katakuri to do something, anything, just anything to show that his arc meant anything at all. As long as that happens before the cover arc is done, great. Okay, but you're not getting off scot-free, because there is a problem with cover arcs, which is that they're boring as shit, and incredibly little happens. Remember the Jinbei cover arc. The fucking, the Poundy Pussy cover arc was the worst cover arc probably in the entire series. Nightmare Zone. True nightmare. It was boring, and then it fucked up the continuity, and just, like, it was the ultimate cope, you know? It was the ultimate embarrassing cope, all right? Plenty of the cover arcs are great. But just make it good, Oda. That's my point. Okay, there you go. We'll see what happens. Comedy is fine, but I mean, you don't want comedy to come at the expense of, like, all narrative weight. This is a common debate that we high IQ One Piece readers commonly have. A lot of people want to say, like, oh, you don't need to worry about any, like, actual stakes because it's a comedy manga. Okay, that's obviously overly simplistic. There is a balance to be found between, you know, like, seriousness and comedy. And yes, earlier on in One Piece, when everyone had lower power levels and, like, the situations weren't, like, very powerful people going head-to-head like we've got right now, you could get away with just, like, more, like, relaxed stories. Like, I love Wapol's cover arc. Wapol's cover arc might be the literal best one. A dead-ass, no cap, for real. For real. Gedatsu is alright, too. Okay, anyway. Oda took the Toriyama pill. A little bit. Okay, here we go. Nate, what if Katakuri is just a filler villain of the week character that Oda doesn't care about? See, that's... Katakuri could do nothing for the rest of the entire story, and that would be okay, just as long as he doesn't contradict what happened with Katakuri, which means if Katakuri just goes along as, like, a basic member of the Big Mom crew and, like, does nothing, I will say that that was, like, pretty shitty, because a lot of what made the Katakuri part so good is that it kind of implied things about his character, and that he would, like, you know, kind of reevaluate his position in life and not just continue to be the bottom bitch boy for his crew. I mean, they fucking, what's-her-face, Flampe, knows his secret now. His secret is out. That should change the dynamic of the crew. It wasn't that he, like, failed that made him, like, the object of mockery from Flampe. It's just literally that he looked ugly, and that secret is out. So, like, either Flampe needs to be shown that she, like, changed her mind and she respects him now, or, you know, fucking, we just need to show the consequences. Like, either way, it's like, Oda wrote a check. He needs to have the goods to cash that check. If he fucking reneges on that check, then he deserves to be called a pussy bitch for it, you know? So that's the deal with that. You just need to follow through on the things that you imply in your story. And if you don't, embarrassing. Takuto, it's Katakuri. You got to understand, we're going to focus on this for a little bit, you know? All right. Now, I believe we've been on the cover page for about 2 hours of runtime now. Okay, so that's exactly how much I think is appropriate. All right, let's keep going. The thing about covering his mouth, I mean, that in of itself doesn't ruin it. It's about the whole situation. I could sort of understand why he continues to cover his mouth, you know, like in some situations, but he really should grow beyond that. Yes, enough Katsukuri. The people want Yamato.
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum.
All right, here we go. What do you have to say for us today, Oda? I got word about new Genesis. Oh, God, it's movie shit. Topping Apple's global charts while Otto-san's live performance of the song was going on. It was like I was really witnessing the start of a new era. Okay, he's happy about his fucking, his song doing well from the movie. Okay, fine. The American people are tired of Yamato and Wano. No doubt about that. Okay, all right. Let's get to it, shall we? Oh, I need to sip right here. Hang on. Maybe I should have the Yamato song on the soundboard. Hang on one sec. Give me one sec. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. Near Sphinx Island. Okay, now we're going to have to talk about Sphinx Island a little bit more. But let's get through this opening section, and we'll come back to the implications of island peace. Nestle, thanks for the sub, buddy.
Thank you, Baxter.
Easy money!
I know, we got to stop the count. Got to rewind it for Ness. Okay, there we go. Sphinx Island, a.k.a. Butthole. Sounds good to me. Okay. Well, Soko, final point on this.
Good, right?
People are saying Katakuri keeping the scar is not contradictory to his character arc. That in of itself is not contradictory, like that alone. It just would be a bad look for the character to have literally not changed whatsoever, despite his arc implying character development, which is what made his arc good and interesting,
good,
and we would
right?
all agree on that. So you can't run away from that one. That's going to be something. All right, thanks for the subs. Oh my God, we're on the hype train, I think. Oh God, everyone needs to give money to me on twitch.tv/devilbestforever, I guess, because I'm the Joker, baby. Okay, thanks guys for that. Level 1 complete. What happens if I hit level 2? All right, let me go back and check these subs. All right, Black Leg. Whoa, I see where that's coming from. Very base.
Thank you, Baxter.
Okay, and do I go one? Hang on. I saw who was that? Was that Takuto? I think. Let me see. Recent events. Here we go. Who the fuck was that? Marco's definitely joined the crew as of today. No doubt.
That's pretty good, right?
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, Tesla Novus giving a bunch of subs. Hey, what do you know about that?
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter, for that. You get a full on.
Easy money!
Shut up, bitch.
Okay, now what was I trying to read there? It was just who was the other person? It was fucking Shadow. Oh no, Shadow gifted a sub to himself. Gifting the
good,
Singed.
right?
The Singed gifted a sub. Okay, that's what it was. Oh, I can't keep up with all this stuff. Okay, all right. I think we're caught up now. The subs are rolling in, boys. These Bezo bucks have never tasted sweeter. All right, let's keep it going. Oh, okay. We will definitely discuss Marco's age and mock him severely coming up. For the bitch boy beta cuck who is
That's pretty good,
absolutely lost without daddy to tell him what to do every step of the fucking way. Pathetic. He's no fucking pirate. He just wanted his large gay daddy to continue telling him what to do every single day of his life, and without him, he's a pussy ass bitch. He can't do shit. And he's an embarrassment.
That's pretty good, right?
I feel that 100%, 1,000%. Marco sucks and was always a joke character. It's just now it's becoming very clear to us. Yes, it's time to sniff. Can we get much higher? All right, there you go. There's your Whitebeard cockpiece reference. Okay, done. Moving on. Here we go. Sphinx. We're near
That's
Sphinx
pretty good,
Island.
right?
Okay, here we go. Oh God, they just keep coming in. I think that's just the gifted subs from all. Wait, Tesla Novus? That's another person. Tesla Novus, another one.
Easy money!
I can't keep up with it all. I'm loving the Rich Nate arc, though. This is good. This is so great right now. Okay.
That's pretty good, right?
All right, everyone's subbing. All right, here we go. All right, so we're on the boat. Okay, we're on the fucking Shanks pirate boat. Okay, here we are. Oh, and by the way, hey, all you guys who are getting gifted subs and stuff, Future Mech gifting more subs.
Thank you, Baxter.
And a blanket thank you, Baxter, to everybody. Who was that? Tesla Novas, Captain
That's pretty
Squishy,
good, right?
fucking Future Mech, everybody. Jesus Christ. You so many people have subs. You now have access to the greatest emote of all time. Subs, I want to see in the chat. Chapter 1, baby. Can I see some Chapter 1 subs posts in the chat?
Thank you,
Baxter. It was all planned. Marco was planned to be a jobber since Chapter 1. This is what it was all leading up to. He's doing nothing except being here since Chapter 1. Okay, and I love to see it. It's a good one, right? It's
That's
my
pretty good,
favorite
right?
emote for sure. Captain Squishy says, so high.
Thank you, Baxter.
Easy money!
I know. Sometimes I just forget how funny my soundboard is. Okay, I will laugh at just the soundboard. Okay, all right, here we go.
That's pretty good, right?
It just keeps happening. Did that one go? Okay, that's another Future Mech still one. I think that's just a safety.
Thank you,
A
Baxter.
safety Baxter thank. Okay, all right, here we go. You mean feet, of course? Yeah, obviously. Okay, here we go. You're really not going to join the crew, Marco. Okay, so there was like a joke attempt.
That's pretty
You know,
good,
how old
right?
is Marco? I think Marco was, and there's Tesla himself.
Thank you, Baxter.
Level 5 hype train. Oh my God, La Hyperino! I can't believe we reached the highest level possible.
Thank you, Baxter.
Level 5. Can we go higher? I don't know. I really don't give a shit either way. Okay, here we go.
That's pretty
So,
good.
whatever. They asked Marco to join. He said no. Okay, whatever. Fine. I'm okay. All right, wait. We're already there. I'm way too old and worn out, and I'm also mauling 24/7 to keep playing babysitter for you great pirates. Haha. Marco, you're a bitch. All right.
That's pretty good, right?
The wiki says he's 45. I'll just assume that's true. That seems about right. True Sages, what does that say? I will invest my channel points every stream. Will go broke every time. Well, thank you, Baxter, for doing that.
Easy money!
See, that's the thing. Spooker, like this fucking guy, Marco, is like, I'm too old for
That's
this
pretty
stuff.
good, right?
I need afternoon naps because I'm like in my early 40s or my mid 40s. That's so old. Bro, Whitebeard was like 80. Fucking Big Mom is like 70. I don't know, Kaido was probably like 60 or something. Marco is a young bitch boy. He's like the same, he's literally the same age as Shanks. He might be like 2 years older. Shanks is
That's
right
pretty
there,
good, right?
is a Yonko, and forget that. Okay, you're like, oh, well, he got a late start in life. You know who else got a late start in life? Fucking Blackbeard. Blackbeard is like slightly older than Shanks, probably. Blackbeard just became a Yonko like 2 years, like 1 year ago. And Marco's like the same fucking age. He might be like a couple years older. What the fuck, dude? All right, Blackbeard is young at heart. Blackbeard knows that age is nothing but a number. Obviously, that's confirmed this chapter. We're going to get to that. Obviously true. And Marco is just old and busted and pathetic. So there you go. He broke both his hips fighting king and queen at the same time, and there's no recovery from that. His anal prolapse has come back in full swing, and so it's all over for him. It's all over for him. Okay, there you go. So Marco came in a bozo, and he's going out a bozo. Very embarrassing character. I don't know. He like kind of looked cool as that Phoenix that one time. Honestly, let's be serious. Marco's Devil Fruit was always way too cool for him, and I am delighted to see him basically exiting the narrative now. That's wonderful. Go away, Marco. You were never cool. You didn't belong in the big stage in the big leagues. You hit the wall. You hit that glass ceiling, and you never broke through. Embarrassing. Okay, but I'll just be slightly understanding and be like, okay, I know, like, he was, like, Whitebeard's, like, you know, #1 bitch boy. You know, he cared about him, and, like, Whitebeard died, and he's like, I'm going to be the personal caretaker of, like, Whitebeard's legacy. Okay, you know what? That's fine. He doesn't want to be a pirate anymore. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever, man. That's cool. And, again, considering that Marco was never that cool, I'm glad he's going away. And he'll show up again in, like, the final war or whatever. Whatever. Who cares? His fruit was cool. His design was bad. Whatever. Pineapple boy, whatever. All right. Hey, it's not like I'm a handful or anything. Back me up here, Beck. Afraid I can't. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Can we get much higher?
Thank you, Baxter.
Easy money.
Baxter, can we get much higher, Baxter? No, we can't. Thank you, Shadow. All right. Oh, it's good to be a paid clown. It feels good. All right. Okay. So what's going on? So Marco is now flying away. See ya around. Okay, and I think we cut back to this at the end of this little flashback. Okay, are you ready? Now this is the good part. This is what we've all been waiting for, people. This is what it's all about right here. A flashback to Wano, baby! Yeah, we're going back! We are going back to Wano, and we're never leaving again! This is what I've been waiting for! Thank you, Oda! I never wanted to leave Wano. I want to spend every waking moment of my life in Wano, thinking about Wano. And when Wano's not around, people should be asking, where's Wano? Okay, Act 4 has officially begun, boys, and I'm loving it. Okay. A little earlier, back in Wano. Seriously, you're not leaving with us. Come on, be a pirate. Come on, do a war crime, Yamato. Do a war crime. Say it ain't so, Yamato-chan. You probably already know this, but that forest guy was only driven off thanks to whoever caused the immense burst of haki. Okay, so she's acknowledging she's aware of the haki. Okay, cool, right? Kaido might be gone now, but his absence has has opened the floodgates for guys like that to pour into the country. I can't just abandon the country now, can I? Okay, now let's first address that this totally makes sense, what Yamato is saying here. It's what a lot of us kind of theorized. I talked about it a bunch of the time. That is good. It is good that, like, this piece of knowledge is being shared with us, because obviously, I mean, there's no reason why Yamato, like, wouldn't recognize haki. She's a very powerful, skilled, like, haki fighter and whatever. So that's good. That's good. Okay, and God, I mean, I made a I made a whole song about this this bitch not joining the crew, and it's still totally relevant. But it's just why wasn't this just shown during the Wano leaf? Why are we flashing back now to Wano? Why does Oda continue to structure the arc like this? For what reason is this, like, Wano storytelling brain rot continuing to, like, infest the narrative? She has no role. She has no place. This LARPer has a Nami face, and she needs to fuck off immediately. And then I'll nail her to a big old tree. Like Inuyasha. It's an Inuyasha reference. He was attached to a tree for 1,000 years. That's where Yamato needs to stay. That's what I'm getting at, right? Okay, good. Next chapter, full Kaido backstory just in time! That's what I've been waiting for right there. Okay. So, okay. Yamato's the new main character. So, okay, so logically, this makes sense. A lot of us are saying, like, uh-oh, Oda, you're kind of leaving Wano unguarded. It sure would make sense for Yamato to stay behind and defend it. That does make sense. Oda kind of admitted Wano ending was rushed to coincide with Film Red. I think people read a little bit too much into that statement, but I do agree. He kind of did. I would have to double check the text. My impression was that, like, again, some people were taking it a little far, but I do think he did sort of probably rush it a bit. But, like, the amount of rushing and, like, cut content during Wano was truly bizarre. And, like, really cut content, like the Zoro fight that, like, everybody agrees on, you know? Everyone with their wits about him, anyway. The pacing is pretty strange. Okay, anyway, here we go on. Besides, I doubt either of us would enjoy our adventures if we were always worrying about Wano. Okay, true. Again, this is exactly what we're thinking about. This makes a lot of sense. I was saying that, like, we all know Luffy isn't going to come back to a country, or rather, Oda will never craft the story in such a way that, like, Luffy needs to fulfill his obligations as a Yonko until, like, probably, like, the end when, like, maybe, like, a war happens. And then, like, I don't know, they'll capture Sabo, they'll capture Kobe, they'll capture, like, all his friends, and then he has to, like, go fight them. And that's fine. But, like, it's basically like it's a power with no consequence. That's what he needs allies for. True, but again, but this is the thing. I mean, I've talked about this a million times before, but, like, Luffy is not really a natural born, like, logistical leader. I was going to say leader in the same way that, like, Gold Roger wasn't. Roger is good at leading, like, a small band of people who do whatever they want. Roger clearly was not oriented to being, like, a fleet commander because he never had a fleet. He just had one crew of lads, which was very based. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So Luffy in the same way, like, again, there's territory under Luffy's banner, like Fishman Island. which was sort of protected by Jinbei before, but now Jinbei's with them. Lard lads. That's what I meant to say, yeah. Whitebeard was the fleet commander, indeed, and now Blackbeard is kind of doing the same thing, which is cool. But, like, no one's protecting Fishman Island right now, and Luffy will not coordinate with his allies, even if, in theory, he has enough followers to do that with, which he might. So it's a promise with no consequence. You know, it's kind of lame, but whatever. Again, that doesn't really affect us that much. Okay, we'll address the end of this Yamato thing momentarily. Okay, but man, I still really want to be one of you, a real crewmate. I guess you got a point. It would be a lot off my mind for Luffy. Yep. Okay. So yeah, obviously, I mean, we knew Yamato wanted to come. Okay, so this does change our understanding of when she left. She didn't really change her mind. She had an obligation to stay behind in her own mind, and that is what compelled her to stay. That is the actual reason. And they're saying, like, yeah, Momo has pride, has a lot of pride, don't wound it. So they just didn't tell Momo so that he wouldn't, you know, get his feelings hurt or whatever, which is, I mean, that's true. He didn't want her involved in stuff. So I guess that's logical reasoning within the story here. I know I'll find another reason to stay. Okay, so there it is. Yamato-chan, who is that? Oh, that's Sanji sad that Yamato's not coming with him. Okay, there you go. Let me see. So, yeah, okay. So the fact that Yamato, like, her excuse was basically a lie, or was at least not the real reason to stay behind in the last chapter, I don't know. Do I really care about that? I don't think it really makes much of a difference to me. I mean, this just makes sense as to the real reason why she stayed behind. Honestly, this doesn't... I would say that this does slightly make her character better. It does. And, like, the big about face that we were talking about, so that it did sort of happen. I mean, again, how many times did Yamato say, like, I'm coming with you? But it was the... Okay, think about this. Okay, so Yamato changed her mind about staying when, like, Kaido was defeated and, like, a big threat appeared to attack Wano. Okay, it's like, okay. So she needed to learn that, like, Wano is theoretically vulnerable to big invaders coming in and, like, taking over and fucking them up if it's not well defended by strong people like her. Okay. Can we think back? All right. Can we recall any other times when someone took over Wano and fucked the place up for, like, maybe about 20 years or so? Was there any other incidents that could be referenced in Yamato's personal experience that would have made Yamato think that maybe I need to stay behind and defend Wano? Kaido. Okay, it's Kaido. All right, there you go. I mean, it's just... whatever. I mean, she's not that bright. I guess she got, like, you know, this was, like, her first-hand experience. Immediately an invader, like, showed up. But, like, I mean, it doesn't matter if this guy showed up or not. That threat would already have been there. But I get, yeah, Kaido who? I don't remember that. That sounds like a jobber. I don't know who that character is. They sound like they have a non-existent backstory. So, I mean, yeah. So again, Yamato is more responsible than Oden staying behind. She's not that bright. She has an Ami face. This is all true. Okay, we'll give final thoughts momentarily. So Marco, anything else to say about Yamato? I just want to finish the thoughts on Yamato here. Okay, so, like, her staying behind, it's like, again, the big question about this is just, why is this being done now? Okay, the structure to this is all wrong. This should have been done last chapter. We need to stop cutting back and forth with things. I don't know why Oda is writing it like this. This is annoying. It's pulling us out of the story. It's cringe and not good, okay? It just is those things. Like, Marco could have had a little flashback, and, like, we could have like temporarily seen what's going on in Wano when he left for, like, a second. But this inclusion of Yamato's explanation of staying behind is happening now, after we've left Wano, like, 3 times. So, that it's just, I just don't think that it's, like, the best way to structure. And also, the other important thing about this is that Yamato has not done the character arc of Yamato. I guess I'll say that maybe there's like there is a little bit of growth here. Again, Yamato is a better person than Oden, basically, because she, like, actively recognizes a threat. Never forget when Oden came back to Wano and then fucked off again to go have a fun adventure with his boys. Never forget that. Gold Roger could have gone on his adventure, gotten rubbings of the poneglyphs, and come to Wano while Oden, like, defended his country. Okay, but Yamato is actively defending this country. Like, she's not fucking off. She's staying to defend it. So, fuck Odin. He's a fucking asshole. He got what he deserved. And I actually hate him just because he's way too overhyped. That's the real crime. That everyone sucks his cock constantly. Okay, and again, we have seen no actual movement on, like, the Yamato LARP. This could have been a great... Why was Yamato as, like... I know that she is acting as the defender of Wano in spirit. That's fine. This would have been a perfect time to just have, like, a sentence or two about, like, yeah, you know, like, I've got this connection. I know that I'm not Odin. I'm going to, like, be better than Odin by, like, or doesn't need to be better. Doesn't need to be anything like that. And she doesn't, like, it can still be a joke. It can still be something that's referenced occasionally, but it's a perfect time for actual character growth, and none of it changed. We see no tangible development on this, and I mean, at least the Odin LARP doesn't, like, continue here, but it's just, like, this has slightly improved Yamato as a character. That is true. That is true. But, I don't know, like, it's still very grating. We're cutting back to Wano. It's cringe. Well, she's free in the sense that she has obligations that she chooses to hold herself to, which is true freedom, and I respect that. I do respect her doing that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's a little bit better, but the arc is still annoying. Again, all that backstory was still unnecessary. We didn't need all that time. All that time of baiting. All the hints that she was going to join still had no satisfying payoff. It did not. Like, it still culminates in she changed her mind to stay behind. None of that was necessary. All that was a big tease. And think about all the fights that it started for like, people talking about One Piece. Just totally useless arguments that amounted to nothing. It was just, like, a bait and then a pullback and, like, lol, actually not joining. So, what is there to like about that? What is there to like about that? Anyway, I want to be done with Wano. Jesus Christ. So let's move it along. Done with Yamato there. Okay, so Marco, I'm leaving now. There's a ship that'll give me a lift. So, okay, there you go. He knows about Shanks being nearby or whatever. And, you saved me back in the Summit War, right? Yeah, okay, so yeah, I mean, I always thought of this, that, like, Luffy always loved Jinbei for saving him at the Summit War, but Marco was right in there. You know, Marco did do some stuff to protect Luffy. Okay, you know, he didn't do zero things. That was pretty good. I mean, that was Marco's peak during the, during the war. Jinbei, take Ace's brother and go. Okay, I never got to say thanks. Okay, so there he is saying it. There we go. Can he get much higher? I think he might. Look there he goes. One of the 5 legendary flying devil fruits. You love to see him. All right, count them up, boys. Every time I see one of those 5, I just think, man, I so love that there are no more and no less than exactly 5 flying devil fruits. That's my favorite thing that Oda set up. It feels so good to think about that every time. My personal favorite is the flying flower man, green man. That's my favorite. That's my favorite man. Flower flight is pretty based. Okay. That's some chapter 1 shit right there, no doubt. Thank you, Pell. All right. Back then, we all seemed so ready to spring into action. And now you aren't because you're an old and busted man. It's been 2 years. Keep it together, Marco. Jesus. Makes you wonder why, doesn't it, Jinbei? Wahaha, that was a while ago. Who could say? It's only 2 years. I guess it was a while, but you know. Flower Man was falling with style, not flying. Fair enough. In fact, I mean, okay, I don't want to get into the whole flying mechanics thing, because, again, we've talked about my breakdown, my tier list of flight, and actually, if you think about it, the only person who truly flies is Shiki, because Shiki has some sort of true levitation flight. I would argue that a bird does not fly. A bird falls with style, so Pell himself was never one of the 5 legendary flying devil fruits. It was always Kinshiki and others. Now, see, Caesar also doesn't count because Caesar just makes himself buoyant because he lowers his density compared to the air around him. That's obviously doesn't count. How could that be real? Well, millions died and Pell lied. It's so true. I'm gonna whatever I just said, I stand by it, and I apologize for nothing. Okay, here we go. I'm sure Ace would be very proud to see how far you've come. She. Oh yeah. Ace would be so proud to learn that you and not him luckily ate the legendary Gomu Gomu no Mi. I mean what's it called?
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum
No,
gum.
I mean the Nika Nika no Mi model, mythical Nika god devil fruit, and that's why you're the main character, and so you and no one else, and you're the legendary Clan D, and that's why you're going to be the one, because you and no one else is actually going to be the guy who can get to Laugh Tale. That's great, and that's why Ace would be proud of you, Luffy. Thanks. there you go. All right, here we go. The time belongs to you, youngsters. Stay strong. Okay, got it later. Okay, now before we get on to this, so Marco is flying to Sphinx Island. Okay, all right. Stop the count and start the cope. Can we get some maps? All right, we need to pull up some maps. All right, hang on. One Piece maps. Do I have a? Oh wait, I think I do have this. I think I still do have this. I just want to bring this up again, just a visual aid to say that like last week I was skeptical. However, by the end of last week, if everyone's got a link to that map, link it to me, because I just want to pull it up for a second here. I just want, geography is everything. I just want to say that believing the maps infallibly as like confirmation of what island we were going to was always crazy. And I was very poo-pooing the idea initially, and I thought it was utterly retarded. However, based on what happened in the map, in the chapter where we saw like the 3 islands arrayed in a ring, arrayed in like what do you call it? Like a curve, right? The curve the 3 islands in a row. One being Elbaf, one being Sphinx Island, and the other being the Pirate Island where Blackbeard's from, I think. It just seemed like that was more than just a coincidence, probably. And I mean, Sphinx Island is right there near Wano, so like it didn't seem like a coincidence. Here's the thing, though. Based on what we saw, it really did look like the island that Luffy was most likely heading to, based on the map that we saw, was Sphinx Island. Okay, however, based purely, again, we can't, those maps are obviously not gospel, they are not to scale. You know, all kinds of crazy stuff could happen or whatever. Oh, and again, Oda could just change his mind and say, oh, actually, I don't like that. It's not like Oda would ever change anything that he's canonized before. It's not like any retcon type things would ever happen. And again, this wasn't even in, like, official One Piece stuff. It was a fucking map that was, like, released to, like, marketing campaigns or something, you know? So, thinking back on it, I kind of resent Oda for even releasing that map if he didn't have a clear plan in place with it, because now he's just like, I don't even like it even if he did have a plan, because like we should not know. Let Nami chart the damn map, you know? Don't fucking reveal islands that are coming up or even hint at it or any of that bullshit. Don't do any of that. That's not cool. Oda never retcons. He only chapter 1's different. Yeah, that's very true. And the towel revealed all, right? So, and yeah, like the moons of the One Piece world, people have read so hard into that one image of Professor Clover in what's it called? And the reality is, you just can't assume that that's true. You just can't assume that Oda had everything planned out based on that. And those characters might be working with limited information. The map is exactly the same, you know? So, I mean, this isn't even a nitpick, Clyde. What I'm saying is I'm actually kind of defending Oda here. And I'm saying that what I think is actually going on is that, like, Oda, yeah, I don't think you should, like, release maps like that contain future information. You just shouldn't do it. But beyond that, what I think that Marco going here and saying goodbye in this, like, it would be truly zero IQ writing for Oda to, like, have us go to Sphinx Island immediately where Marco is going right now, to just, like, re-meet up with Marco immediately. That would be awful. That would be just terrible. So I would just say, knowing Oda is like not the worst writer in the world, it's more likely they're just going somewhere else. And I don't know, like maybe Kid will end up there or Law or something like that. And so like, and I'll say, I think what this does is I think that this makes, it does narrow it down. It's more likely they go to one of the other 2 islands. And like Oda did arrange those islands of, again, this is based on the map, but I would say that, like, the most likely islands that we're going to go to now, I would just say, based on this logic, is either Pirate Island where Blackbeard's from, again, maybe, or I think it's more likely that it's just Elbaf. Again, this isn't confirmed, obviously I can't say this for sure, but if someone had a gun to my head and I had to guess what island we are going to next, I would guess Elbaf. However, again, this is based on very shaky information, and there's just no way to know for sure. And I mean, it is unfortunately like the most obvious choice and kind of cringe. I would much prefer just an unexpected island that we just don't know. Like, Oda, just forget the map. Forget the fucking map. Make up something else. It doesn't matter. Make up something else. And just say, I changed my mind, whatever, fuck it. And just go to like a fresh new island. That's what I want. That's what I want. And, you know, I guess Pirate Island with Blackbeard or whatever, or like Full of Lead Island or whatever it's called, that would be like okay, except that island is like Dressrosa, or I mean kind of like Jaya, as in it's just a town, and that's cringe. I don't like that. That's boring. I don't want that. I want fucking adventure piece, you know. So Elbaf among those, I guess, would be the best choice if we had to do one of those, you know. Okay, or just go to the moon. Just go to the fucking moon. Just shut up, bitch, and go to the moon. To which I will say,
Thank you, Baxter.
yeah, if I had to choose where they all go, I would send Luffy to Elbaf. Based adventure can happen there. Climb the world tree. A Toriko type arc can happen, as in fun and adventure and unexpectedness. Please, God, let that happen. And then I'll send Kid to Pirate Island to like do some stuff with Blackbeard crew, to bump heads with them or whatever. And I would have Law go to Sphinx Island because he's a cuck.
Thank you, Baxter.
That's all there is to say about that. Okay, there you go. Fuck Law. I hope he goes to the most boring island possible. Okay, here we go. So, moving on. The Island of Women. Amazon Lily in the Calm Belt. This is the first time in the history men have invaded like this. This town is in bad shape. Not the first time in history men have invaded you, though. Am I right, Hancock? Am I right? All right, just saying. Okay, there you go. All right, now, there appears to have been some damage done to the old island here. That's interesting. I apologize deeply. Now, I'd like to say that those words are not my own. I was forced to say them. There was a gun to my head. No, I stand by everything, baby! I don't regret nothing!
Baxter.
Okay, as long as I'm here, the Navy won't stop coming, but where in the world would I go? Since it's come to this, I think I'd better go and marry Luffy. Ha ha ha. Okay, so the Navy invaded, or they're going to keep invading, and she's got to go marry Luffy. Okay, whatever. I mean, you know, she's cute. That's fine. I'm glad to see Boa back. I like her. Again, we'll need something good to happen to make it based or cringe. We'll find out. You know, Boa's a good character. She's Shichibukai. Now, I continue to say Boa Hancock really hasn't done anything very impressive, like, ever in the entire story. Like, she did kick a couple of strong Marines during Marineford. She didn't get hurt at all, which is, like, okay, you know. That doesn't really confirm one way or another. You know, also Doflamingo didn't get hurt at all during Marineford. At least I don't think so. No, yeah, he didn't get hurt. He clashed with Croco that one time. And she, her fruit is pretty OP, I guess, because... yeah, like, it just turns people to stone instantly. So, I mean, it's pretty much a one-hit kill, like, if she catches you off guard or whatever. And it only didn't work on Luffy, I guess, because he just has his fucking weird lack of sexual drive or whatever. It's got to be awoken by Usopp, his true love. And it's coming any chapter now. I think that was planned from chapter 1. The boys get up to some shenanigans in the bunks at night, let me tell you. Okay. Sandor, Sonia, all One Piece women. All right, a few weeks prior. No! They're pure-blooded brothers, and they love each other platonically, all right? Luffy's in love with adventure. It's true. All right, there you go. Okay. So, here we go. A few weeks prior. The gates are down. We're under fire. The Kuja are resisting. Okay, so the Navy is invading. That's what's going on here, okay? When I can kind of read this kanji. This one is that's 9. It's the kanji for 9. I assume it means something else also. Yeah, I don't know what's with Oda and all the fucking flashbacks. I mean, I guess this one is kind of warranted. Like, again, cut the Yamato one. Do like a literal like one panel flashback that shows Marco leaving. Like, that's fine. One panel I can live with, but like I don't know, you know, it's just strange. It's just strange that he's using this writing tool a bit more than I think is ideal. You know, that's all. And that's I don't know what these other kanji are. Okay, one day I'll learn all these kanji. Okay, I'm learning. I'm level I think I'm level 15 in Wani Kani now. So hang on, I gotta play it now.
Isn't it
there we go.
beautiful, boys? The ancient land of
Kuja. Kuja is banana. Also, this is me to Luffy.
Why are you gay?
All right, there you go. Okay, good. Moving on. Deploy the new pacifistas. The Seraphim should be on the front lines. Well, that's funny. Seraphim is like an angel. What's that about, you know? I don't know. What's going on? I guess we're going to find out. Okay, here we go. I know it's the kanji for Kuja, damn it. I just don't know what those kanji mean. Every kanji means something, you damn clod. You damn bitch.
Shut up, bitch!
There you go. Nate, do you remember when Oda did his last full-page spread? Well, you're talking like full page? I don't know. Anyone know offhand? I'd be curious. Okay, anyway, here we go. So, not ready to come and face us, Hancock. Get ready to record what happens. Why would they record it? Oh, I guess that's fine. Okay, who is that? I can't fight a child. I mean, is that really? Yeah, you can. If they're like trying to kill you, yes, you can. It's fine. Just fight back. It's fine. Okay, so here's a lolly. We've got a lolly blowing them up with like what appears to be a lasery Kizaru blast. That's what all the thing looks like. We're seeing some wings, and we're seeing some whoa posting in the chat, boys.
Thank you, Baxter.
Things are getting dangerously based in the chat right now, so tread carefully, lads. Star in eye. Okay, here we go. Uwo Beast is real.
I'm the Joker, baby.
And it was planned since chapter 1, obviously. Okay. Okay, so obviously we're seeing some Lunarian DNA is coming in hot and heavy, boys. Here it comes. Okay. I mean, yeah, they didn't mention King's race, but like that's obviously the implication. We've got the fire, the black wings. Like it couldn't be more clear, you know. Uta is finally in the manga. We made it. All right. So warship spotted. Watch the stern. What the? Okay, and again, you know how I feel about Blackbeard ship design. Oh, the logs. Oh, the logs. Okay, I'll give Oda that it does visually clarify immediately that it is a Blackbeard affiliated ship. So that's, you know, it's doing the job. Okay, fair enough. Attention, report from the shore. Pirates incoming. An Emperor's crew is here. The Blackbeard pirates. Kurohige da. Nani? It's a sea quake. The Sea Kings will notice us. Oh, yeah, because they're in the comm belt, right? Whoa! Enter, my man.
The American people are tired of women.
That's what Blackbeard is. That's literally what Blackbeard says as he storms into this fucking island. All right, the Black Chad is here to kill everyone and take every man, woman, and child as his personal sex slave. Enter, Big Boy Teach, with Katarina Devon and Vasco shot. Is it Basco? I mean, it's one of those, you know, things that's like the same in Japanese, but a lot of Sigma energy from Blackbeard, no doubt about it. Okay, so he's here. Let's see what he's about to do. And I really like Katarina Devon's like new outfit. She's keeping it classy, and I like that. I really like her. I want to see her do good things, you know, as opposed to bad things. Now this guy's going to do some bad things, as we're going to cover shortly. So here we go. So I've come for the Pirate Empress. I won't let a power like hers fall into the Navy's clutches. Okay, now is that booze he's holding? I think that it is. Pretty impressive. Do you think he's had the title of Blackbeard planned ever since he was a young lad planning and scheming on Whitebeard's ship? Well, like, when did that name even appear? He probably gave it to himself when he betrayed the Whitebeard pirates. Because, I mean, it was never said before that, right? He's the man with the plan, and I love him for it. He's looking great. Okay, all right, here we go. Hancock with a gorgeous face. Her head will make a wonderful trophy after I wring her neck. Haha. You can have your way with her after we take her powers. Uh-oh. Hang on. Don't you think we could have more fun with her if we took her alive? Based pirate alert, boys. Enter an actual pirate.
The American people
Pirate
are
Peace
tired
has
of
returned
women.
for the first time. All right. Now, they always say that pirates are here to rape, pillage, and plunder. I think this is the first time, literally in the entire series, that this has actually been referenced clearly, which is rape peace is real, and it took a real god like Vasco Shot to make it real. So thank you for your contribution to the narrative, my man. Okay, I'm also going to say the outfit that our boy Vasco, I'm gonna call him Vasco. I don't know what I'm gonna keep going back and forth. Looks suspiciously similar to his prisoner garb. I'm seeing some stripes. Huh? What's up with that, Chief? I guess we'll find out. Nate, we know why Vasco was level 6. Uh-oh.
Thank you, Baxter.
Appreciate that, Oda, for the clarification. Okay. I mean, he definitely did that shit. Okay, he's a level 6 pirate who was, you know, locked up. He definitely has a history of that, and he's in Blackbeard's crew. So obviously this is basically confirmed. Where has that nose been? Yikes. All right. A man to surpass Usopp. Okay, here we go. Vice Admiral, we need you to give the order to engage Blackbeard. Hold fire until we hear from HQ. Okay. So, and you know, now's a good time to mention how shitty the art looks this chapter. Yes, I'm bringing it up. Okay, it must be said, just a quick scan, like, what? Okay, she looks decent there. I mean, looks kind of decent there. It's looking pretty shitty. The art is looking quite shitty. It just feels, some of the character art just looks kind of off. I don't know. Some stuff here kind of feels off model a little bit. Like the squiggles are there. I don't know. It's just not looking that great. You know, it's just not looking that great. I hope he steps it up. You know, like Blackbeard's big entry here. You know, a lot of people were posting in the Discord, which you should join, by the way, because we talk about One Piece a lot there and stuff. I'm there. I'm always talking about it. The final Yamato shot looks super cross-eyed. Let me see that. Does it? Yeah. This just looks pretty not great. You know, it looks pretty not great. I mean, seriously, if you compare this to like this shot right here, not even like a particularly famous one or anything, but like some of the like this is a big enter moment right here of Blackbeard, right? It's just, you know, it's just kind of squiggly looking. Could look a lot better. All right, it is what it is. This is a pretty, like, utility chapter, you know? Could be a lot better looking. What can you do? So hack the boys. I feel the values rising. Fine is not good enough. Consider this. A lot of us have put a lot of time and energy into One Piece. If Oda needs another week to make it look better, take the week. That's fine. Editors definitely drew this chapter for him. Yeah, that's correct. All of Wano has looked like that. What you're saying is a condemnation of Wano, because it didn't always look like it. It did not. And it's easily seen by just going and look at some of the old art, my man. All right, anyway, so, like, this panel, that's an ugly panel. It is. It just looks not great. Okay, but anyway. Here we go. Also take weeks to write it better, indeed. Okay, so they're breaking in. They're doing what they got to do. Can't say I'm surprised. We expected other pirates to want a piece of the former warlords. Indeed, okay. So, Hancock, the Navy isn't looking for a fight, says Kobe, my man. Monkey King, let me just banish that right now. It is true that, like, fan scans do look a bit worse. It is true, but the problems I'm describing are not entirely just of, like, scan quality. They're just, like, character model shape and, you know, like composition. Not to mention, of course, just, like, paneling, as we'll get to it in a little bit, you know. Again, these are like my fourth, fifth tier of like concern. They're not my primary issue. As long as the story is good, I could make do with a lot of bad art, but I wouldn't like always forgive it, you know? Not that it's like horrible or ruins the experience or anything. I just wouldn't mind it stepped up a bit, you know? Hire some more assistants, take another week. It's fine. I don't mind. This is my fucking Bible basically at this point. I would like it to be as good as possible. Okay, here we go. So, if you surrender yourself to us, okay, I promise we will leave immediately. So, yes, rope fuel, indeed. This chapter is definitely rope fuel, saying you just want the best for One Piece. I mean, I think so. I flatter myself that, yes, that is what I want. But maybe others would think that I'm just a whiny baby bitch. That's open to interpretation. Okay. My Bible black, indeed, exactly. I keep both under my pillow at night. Okay, so they just want Hancock. They'll leave him in peace or whatever. But even if they do that, like, people are going to start attacking the island anyway. Like, Blackbeard is here right now, you know, to start fucking the place up. So, okay, here we go. Oh, I've still got criticisms to come of writing choices, so we will get to those. Let us handle this, sister. This hero of theirs sure is conceited. So I guess Kobe is a hero because... Oh, wait, see, I keep thinking that Kobe is a hero because of, like, what he did during the war. And, like, he made the opportunity, like, he got everyone's attention. Kobe was the focus of everyone's attention briefly during Marineford. That seems like a big opportunity for, like, him to be considered, like, a notable figure of history, as Shanks himself literally said so. Even though, you know, it took Shanks to actually stop it. But nonetheless. But no, it's this Rocky Port incident. What the fuck is the Rocky Port incident? Again, this Rocky Port thing, maybe there's, like, a plan that's going to come, but he saved people. Okay, all right, fine. He saved people in the Reverie boats. Fine, but, like, why can't he just be a hero from something that we actually witnessed him doing? Yeah, it feels like it's setting up for another flashback. Again, that's like okay, I guess. But why don't we just reference the moments that we've actually seen? Like, that is a very notable moment for his character during Marineford. Why can't we just refer back to that when we were there, you know? Okay, whatever. Maybe there is something good planned for that. I don't know. I'm just confused right now, so we'll see. Yeah, that was probably Uta's concert that Kobe, the mosh pit got a little carried away, and my man Kobe had to come in and regulate, so that's going to be good. Can't wait for the movie tie-in with that. Or hang on. Another Wano flashback will reveal it. Very excited for that. Okay. All right, one second. Need another sip here. I mean, hey, Kobe was literally trained by Garp. So, like, him being the new Garp seems like something that's being set up. Again, some of, like, Smoker's role in the narrative feels like it was taken away from him as, like, the guy who should have been the guy who hates the Shichibukai and would, just morally, and with his position in the Marines, he's like a vice admiral now, right? He could have been the guy to oppose it, but then we brought in Fujitora. It feels like that role was kind of shifted to somebody else. Again, I don't know why, but okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So like Kobe being the new Garp, okay. I mean, that could happen. That's fine. I do keep thinking that, like, Kobe is just, like, too strong. It kind of doesn't make sense. He got too strong too fast, but whatever. It's just that Smoker didn't need to be a jobber. He could have been much better in many ways, you know? Okay, anyway, here we go. So Boa says, don't waste your breath. I'll never submit to captivity. Okay, based. We know she was a slave. Makes sense. She would never do that. This heel just looks like shit. You know, I went back and I looked at her feet before. The drawing of this heel, like, this is just not very good looking, you know? It's not sharp. What's with this blocky-ass heel? What's with this, like, rounded-ass Mickey Mouse-ass fucking nose, stub toes, you know? All right, okay, whatever. Chapter doesn't look that great. It is what it is. Let's move on. So she's going on out. Nothing phases this thing. Okay, Commodore Teach, save us. I prefer to call him Admiral. You know, I think that his title is probably something in Japanese. He is my Admiral. I love you, Blackbeard. Wait, you're kidding. White hair, brown skin, and black wings? Okay, now, again, we'll say right here, it does seem likely. Again, One Piece has looked like this for the past 12 years. That's not actually true. However, I do agree that One Piece has, like, I mean, recently it's been looking worse, you know? And it has its up and downs, you know? This is a down. This chapter's a down right now. So this is a very knowing look from Blackbeard right here, for sure. I do think that what's going on here is that Blackbeard knows something about the white hair, brown skin, black wing thing. Obviously, the thing of the also it is a based hair skin combo. I'm a big fan of the white hair, dark skin. You know, it's great design for anime characters. Blackbeard's always been the man with a plan. He's got secret knowledge that other people just don't seem to have. That's why he's got his 2 devil fruits. Probably that seems implied. You know, that's what's gonna be. It's gonna be explained in time. I feel confident at least. So yeah. So, like, again, this just feels like it's tying back into that Blackbeard knowing suspiciously more than he should. And again, we saw Blackbeard's childhood, but I mean, by the time that we first saw him, he wasn't that young. Let's just say, okay, just crazy theory. Again, I'm just making this up. Like, okay, Blackbeard is Vegapunk's son. He is Im-sama's son. And, like, he got kicked out of the Tenryubito, or he got kicked out of Vegapunk's crew or family and just got dumped on that island like a year before, right? Okay, like, something like that could be the case with Blackbeard. Whatever. He's gonna have lots of, like, there's gonna be some stuff about why he knows what he knows, you know? That stuff's gonna happen. So, yeah, we don't know much. And again, there's some, like, lore about, like, Shanks' fucking backstory, and I'm not even gonna bring it up, because I haven't even seen the movie, and I frankly don't give a shit. Any lore to me revealed outside of the core manga, I will just fundamentally resist being important, you know? Okay, now, moving on, boys. We're getting to La Angel, La Seraphim. Here it goes. Okay. So let's cover this bit right now. So here's what's going on. Let's break it down. Now, here's a large lad with some wings and some fire, and he's looking pretty intense. Got some eyes going on here. PX, we see, you guys aren't serious. This kid took down all of you by himself? Don't tell me he's a pacifista. And he does a big slash on the mountain. Okay. So, yeah, obviously, this is, okay, I won't say obviously. This took me, my first read, I was like, okay, this guy looks kind of like Abel. Our boy Abel, you know, King. Looks a little bit like him. And obviously he's like Lunarian. So, okay, they probably, like, cloned a Lunarian. They made, like, a, you know, little guy. Okay, however, if you just look closely, Like, the eyes are the distinctive Mihawk design. It does look just like Mihawk looked when he was a kid, as we saw in SBS like 1,000 years ago. And also, look at the fucking sword. They not only cloned Mihawk and mixed in his DNA with Lunarian, they also cloned Mihawk's sword and mixed in Lunarian DNA with Mihawk's sword to make it extra super double special Destiny DNA sword. Clearly. That's obviously what happened. Okay. And then he's doing like, I mean, he's doing Mihawk's, you know, quote unquote signature move of doing a real big sword slash. So yes, okay, there he did. Okay, now I'm going to, this Pacifista Brat, what the hell is going on? Erg, this is huge. Slash, okay, there's Blackbeard using hockey for the first time on screen. I declare the 4th Great Ninja War, baby, there it is.
Thank you, Baxter.
British Ninja, I'm glad you brought that up because we are officially in some Naruto tier level of writing here, baby. We're going full Edo Tensei. We are going Clone Wars. It's all coming together, baby. George Lucas walked so Oda could run. And the Clone Wars, the Muppet Baby Saga, has begun. Okay, so we're doing clones of Shichibukai now. Okay, we'll come back on this. We'll reflect on all this. Let's get to the other one, all right? This isn't Destiny shit. This is like, this is just like weird sci-fi shit, but like Naruto kind of always had a little bit of like Orochimaru was there from pretty early on, you know, and like Orochimaru, like One Piece is 1,000 chapters in, you know, and again, yes, clones have existed for a good long while in the narrative. The first time the clones were sort of confirmed, I guess, or like it seems likely they were planned, was of course with like all the Bartholomew Kuma pacifistas, which was never really explained at the time, but a lot of us just like, you know, assumed that, okay, I mean, they could have been robots at the time, okay? I think later on, maybe post-time skip or whatever, we found out that like they do have flesh and blood. I think there was a line that people were talking about, so like they do appear to be clones, but then just like also made into cyborgs, because they do have like those holes for shooting lasers out of their hands, you know? So they're clearly, I think that they are clones and then made into cyborgs. Yeah, so like these are not the first Shichibukai clones that we've seen, you know? But they're obviously different, you know, because like we've got Lunarian DNA mixed into the fucking mixture now, which is just Jesus Christ. Also, it's a little weird that like we don't see like the stars in this guy's eye, but I guess Mihawk does have like a distinctive, you know, like eye thing going on for him, sort of, I guess. So fair enough that he wouldn't have that, I guess, because it seems like we're gonna do like, or maybe it's just gonna be the other one that has the stars in the eyes. I don't know. Okay, all right, Hiroshima jeans, baby. Okay, and I'm just gonna say it right now. Not the biggest fan of this particular plot movement of like. Again, we're reading One Piece, and we're not reading Naruto. And now, Lunarian DNA, gene splicing, clone cyborgs. That is where we are at now, okay? Now, when Frankie showed up years ago, and there was a cyborg introduced into the story, I thought to myself then, like, okay, little bit of a weird fit for One Piece, as long as we keep it funny. As long as we're keeping it funny, then this is all right. All right, things are getting a little too serious for me now with the degree of, like, clone sci-fi-ness. I'll tell you why not, Soko. I'll tell you literally why not. It feels wrong. That's why. That is why. Because it feels wrong. Just like how Nika feels wrong. And it just does, you know? And it feels like that we've run out of power-ups to give, so we're forced into this position now. Okay, yeah, let's pull it up. All right, thank you. Who is this? Spooker? What do we got here? Yep, there he is. There's the man with the slash. These guys are looking great. All right, they look great. They just look fantastic, you know? What is this, Gundam? Yeah, indeed. Will they all have stars? Or is it just going to be Hancock? Why not hearts? You know? I think it feels right. Well, see, and then we get into a grand debate about, like, the nature of the story and, like, our particular opinions about how it should be conducted, you know? It's not like... I would make points about how, like, you know... One Piece was always a bit more grounded in its technology, and yes, things did get to start to get changed, when like clones did appear in the narrative, and frankly, I didn't really love the clone narrative during you know, like the Vinsmoke stuff. I've never been the biggest fan of Vinsmokes, and I don't have to tell you again that I am not the biggest fan of like Sanji being made into a like clone DNA freak. I just think he should have been a strong, kicky boy. That was enough. He had enough character. And like his pudding stuff was good, but you know, I still don't like it. Lineage factor stuff, I don't know. Okay, whatever, man. Like, again, the Vegapunk stuff you have to tread carefully with, because, okay, now, so Vegapunk is making clones and stuff. That sounds really hard. Okay, even the technology we saw with Eneru, when Eneru made his flying machine, the first in the series, a lot of us thought, why don't we just do that? Why has Vegapunk not made a flying machine and flown to the end of the Grand Line? Why not do that? Frankly, there is no reason. Oda needs to provide a reason. And, you know, there are pretty decent reasons that you can use. But, like, the more this crazy technology and, like, clones and stuff happens, the more we're going to be asking questions about, like, why aren't we using this, like, amazing technology to do X, Y, Z? And I will again say the most important thing here is that it doesn't feel right. It feels like Naruto. I just don't like it. It's an aesthetic thing. It's a culture thing. Like the culture of the societies that live within One Piece. Remember when Luffy was just like a silly pirate boy who was made of rubber? Remember that? I was quite fond of that. And like, what were those narratives based on? Take something like the Drum Island arc. You know, what was that based on? There was an evil king. He had a fucked up devil fruit that was very interesting and cool. And Luffy was a rubber pirate boy. Kino. Be a good doctor, you know? Be a good doctor. And yes, Wapol did get his head chopped literally off in that arc, and they reattached it. That was cool. Yeah, I mean, even that was like, whoa, okay, let's reel it in. But, you know, that was like partially played for laughs. Like, you just don't take it too seriously. This is dead serious right now. This is like the main plot of One Piece going on right now. So I'm just saying, it matters. This criticism is applicable to the beginning of One Piece, Nate. It's not Kino, it's logical. Well, you know, I don't know. Again, this is okay. And I'll make my final point. I will make my final point that is about what's going on right now, which is that, okay, Mihawk, all right? Okay, all right. It's not like we cloned Big Mom, right? Big Mom would be a very powerful child soldier because Big Mom was extremely powerful since she was a child, okay? We have cloned Mihawk, a swordsman. Now, as I understand it, being a swordsman is not something that is genetically imbued in you. Am I wrong? Now, I know Zoro is very based in Japan pilled, you know. He's eating a lot of Japanese bananas, but nonetheless. Okay, but by the way, some people have said, like, how did they get the Mihawk's DNA? Okay, I find it totally believable that the world government would have had access to the Shichibukai's DNA. I have no problem with, like, how they would get it. Do I think that, like, would Mihawk probably have not wanted to do that? Sure. I think they could have either stolen it, because he did come to meetings of theirs, or they could have literally asked for it. Maybe he got, like, a health checkup, and they just, like, drew some blood or something. I find that totally believable, personally. I have no problem with that. Now, the characters that are less and less involved with, like, the world government, that's going to be harder to believe. But, like, you could get DNA anywhere, you know? They definitely got it from his semen. They pulled that semen directly out of Perona's womb, and that's where they got it. Makes sense to me. You know, there it is. Mandatory sperm donation is entry fee. Makes sense to me. Okay, I just really want to say that it rubs me wrong. Okay, it does rub me wrong that Mihawk, the swordsman, this power has nothing to do with his genes. He trained and he got real strong, and he's a swordsman. Okay, and just his baby clone also has, like, Mihawk sword skills. What? What's going on? I don't like it. I do not like it. Okay, now again, what they do with like, Hancock's clone, that is fine. That makes sense. She's just got laser powers and stuff, you know? Okay. If you guys are going to say, like, okay, we don't know that Mihawk wasn't genetically a great swordsman, okay, stop, because here's the problem with that. It's bullshit! It's bullshit writing. That would just be bad writing if that's the case, all right? That would be terrible. So, okay, all right. And I love that they literally gave him, like, a clone of Yoru's sword. That's hilarious. Okay, what I mean... This is kind of like Blackbeard still having like the log ships. It's done for theming. You know that it's Mihawk. Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah, you know what? I mean, you're right. Who just said that? Who was that? Someone said it's just a slash right now. Okay, Jura, you're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. It is just a slash right now. But like, think about all the stuff that's happening right now. We just got DNA spliced. Again, Lunarian DNA spliced. This is some Dark Sanji shit right now. It's happening. Dark Sanji is literally on the table. Literally on the table, all right? Imagine it like the final battle is going to be against Vegapunk, who's now evil or something, and he cloned all the Straw Hats, so Sanji has to fight Dark Sanji. Tell me that can't happen. Tell me it's impossible. You can't. You can't. They probably programmed him to sword good. I don't know. Karn, yeah, I can believe that. Like, that's probably what's implied here. I just don't like the implication of it. Again, like, all this becomes like, okay, like, they could do that, I guess. I don't really like it. I don't really like it. Again, if he just had, like, laser blasts, that would be fine. How do we know that it's Mihawk? I mean, come on, man. I mean, again, just take a moment and look at the attack here. And really, it's this panel. It is Mihawk's clone. It clearly is Mihawk's clone. Again, I was a denier. I thought that wasn't the true, but I didn't notice the shape of the sword, and I just thought he was like a big, strong guy. But no, the shape of the sword makes it crystal clear. I'm already half Mihawk. Yep, that's what's happening. All right, so here we go. That took a while. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Mihawk sees Slashing and Blackbeard. Guys, remember those theories about how Blackbeard didn't have hockey? Because, like, you know... Oh, he didn't need to, because, like, he got complacent, just like Ace. That's why he didn't have hockey, because, yeah, he fucking, spent a lot of time in the paradise, not the new world. Cope. It's a retcon, bros. The sooner you embrace it, the sooner you'll be happy and a broken shell of a man like me, you know? Okay. Black hole. Get in Blackbeard's black hole immediately, baby Mihawk. Here we go. Okay. So he's giving him the suck. Wait, why do those islands look like Wano? Are we in Wano? Oh, right, no, it's China themed, right? I forgot. Amazon Lily is China themed. Oh, guys, I got spooked. I thought we were back in Wano for a second. A chill went down my spine. Okay. Hockey was always there. We just couldn't see it because we, the readers, didn't have hockey. Unlike us now, who all do have hockey, which is why we could see it. Love that. Okay, all right. Slave arrow. Okay, based. So she's turning everyone into a slave. Okay, you gotta love that. Okay, there's Helmeppo. Looking good. Now see, like, I'm gonna say it again. Everyone's jobbing this fucking chapter. Everyone is a fucking jobber. Okay, Helmeppo, again, this isn't surprising to me. Okay, the last time we saw a Vice Admiral go up against Hancock, my man, what was that guy's name, man? That guy, like, it was like, oh, this guy needs to be... Dude, that guy, like, cemented his place as, like, a notable character in the story by being, like, smart... Momonji, thank you, man. That guy was fucking awesome. Momonga, is it Momonga? I think it is Momonga. Momonga, One Piece. Yeah, that's right, Momonga. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this absolute unit. Let me pull it up, okay. This man... Like, this guy literally found a way to personally overcome Boa Hancock's power. So, like, it's not, like, that powerful. It can be overcome, you know? They're, like, bigger. As long as you stab yourself during the beam, like, you will survive. Okay, cut to this Vice Admiral just jobbing instantly. I just... Come on. It's like Vice Admirals are supposed to be... And again, we know what the difference is. The difference was Momonga was the only character there at the time. He was like the one guy who needed... strategically, it was useful at that time to make Vice Admirals look strong. Now, it's useful to make Vice Admirals look weak. And, okay, again, I don't want to be too much of a baby bitch about it. It's not even just him, though. It's like everyone is jobbing right now. I think it's because Oda is really trying to hype up this fruit and, like, make it seem you know, really strong, which, I mean, it is pretty strong, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Pacifista, stop that. Okay, that one's blasting some shit. You'll smash the people who've been turned to stone. Now, which one is that? We see shorts. Did we see shorts here? Okay, I think that is the Mihawk one, and I think that he's shooting a laser, but I don't see a sword, you know? Like, again, that could be another one. I don't know. Yeah, no, Clyde, I mean, I think that you're with me on this point, that we're at the end, holy shit, it's literally Emperor-level people fighting. Yeah, exactly. That's what, no, but it's not just me. It's that Oda has previously presented, like, a depiction of Vice Admirals as, like, extremely capable warriors, and this guy's jobbing. And it's not just this guy. It's, like, a bunch of people here. Like, Boa Hancock's power level just shot up, like, so high for this chapter. Her Dorikis are off the charts right now. And I think it was planned since chapter 1, frankly. Okay. This man did the Buster Call. Indeed he did. Very based and impressive. Okay. So she's going to do a perfume femur or something? Okay, here she goes. Here we go. Buggy Pacifista when? It's on the table. It's on the table. Oh, good. Helmeppo will get cool scenes in the anime, Nate. Okay, I'm at a stage in my life where now, if good things start to happen in the anime that didn't happen in the manga, that's going to make me angry at Oda for just, like, not doing it correctly in the manga. And, okay, like, little touches, there's always going to be more that happens in the anime that happens in the manga. But anything substantial, like serious things that should have been included in the manga, then that, yeah, if it's already happening, I mean, it's been happening to a degree for the entire series because anime inherently adds things to the story. But you know what I mean? Like, big things that are left out. You know, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Old is old and doesn't want to die like Miura, so he sends the anime people special notes, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Why did we not see Bon fight these fucking flashbacks and cutoffs? Indeed. Actually, I don't really care about seeing Bon Clay's fight. I assume you mean when he fought Magellan? Like, he should have just died. That's the difference. He should have been dead. Okay, anyway. Or at least, like, fucked up in some horrible way. Okay, Zehahaha, here it comes, bros. Snake Princess, she can't use her powers. Get your filthy hands off me. Okay, all right. Now, for the first time in the series, Boa Hancock looked kind of fucked up. All right, so again. So Boa's been untouched in the entire series until now, and Blackbeard did he fucking gimped her ass, so not bad. One of the best panels in the series? Bro, are you fucking high? Okay, first of all, it just... Oh my god, I just need to zoom out. Look at this. The paneling is absolutely atrocious. We literally don't need any of these, like, cutaway shots. Just have, like, a good, bigger panel, spend time drawing it so it looks better, which it doesn't, and just have any important details, just, like, okay, we need these guys to be shown. Okay, just put them over here. Fine. Like, you need these guys, like, these guys are, like, just put them over here. It's, like, that character is right there. There she is. She's repeated. It is kind of hard to read, really. And, like, this, we don't need any of this. You don't need this. Again, put the fucking Marines over here. It's fine. Okay. And more importantly than that, okay, again, this is what I'm getting at. Like, these commanders are also jobbing instantly. And, you know, again, these characters, they're just being made out as very weak right now because at this particular moment in the story, they need to look weak to justify, like, oh, everyone is weak to Boa Hancock's power. And, I mean, you know, her powers are good, but I just think too many strong people are getting taken down by it for my preference, personally. All right, whatever. Yeah, and the art's just not very good. I don't know, his arm looks kind of weirdly long, strange. I don't know. Like, this hat just looks like shit. From this angle, and again, all the lines, just not the hand... Just not very good. Okay, whatever. Again, we talked about before. Is it what it is? It is what it is. On the details. Again, this is kind of weird because, like, what happened here? We literally are doing, like, a time skip right here. So we don't even, like, see the fight. He just grabbed her, and man, I sure would have enjoyed seeing, like, any details about how this fight went. Okay, whatever. It's not like the worst thing in the world. I know we got to speed through these events, I guess, because we got to cut to other stuff. But I don't know. Would have been nice to see a little bit of it, I guess. Okay, so he grabbed her. She can't use her powers. Yes, that is what Blackbeard does. Okay, cool. I see they don't call you Empress for nothing. Again, Blackbeard looks totally untouched. So I don't know. I mean, Blackbeard doesn't really seem like that strong compared to, like, I mean, again, this man needs to, like, be a rival to Nika one day. He's not even Luffy anymore. He's just Nika. And, that's just, you know, I need to see some strong showing, you know. I need to see a strong showing. Okay, and, okay, what the fuck, Oda? I'm just noticing this. He keeps introducing characters
That's pretty good.
over and over. Why does he keep doing, like, I know that in this case he's kind of doing it as an excuse to show that what their bounties have been. I'm getting annoyed with these constant fucking title cards for every character. Although I will say, it is really funny that in this panel, like the introduction of Boa Hancock back into the series as the powerful former warlord, the Empress herself, literally getting mogged by Blackbeard, as I believe he's quoted here as saying,
The American people are tired of women.
yeah, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive stuff. Ugh. For new readers who are getting into One Piece because of Film Red, I guess. Bro, I don't know. Like, they say the characters' names a lot. You it just seems excessive, you know. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I actually kind of like this in the way that it does, like, this number introduction and the way that he's just, like, mogging Boa Hancock. I mean, hell, this is the most stakes a Boa Hancock fight has had ever. So that's good. That's something. Okay, all right. So what do I do? Everyone's been turned to stone. Now, again, why hasn't Kobe been turned to stone? And yet the Vice Admiral has. What does Kobe know that they don't know? What's the deal? Because he's gay. Well, okay. But, however, we do see women turning to stone as well. I guess they're all gay, too. As we all know, all women are gay. Right, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's a Sigma grind set. Yeah, that's what kept him strong. That's the one. Okay. Most of the Morons on my crew are petrified. You sure got us good. Okay, there's Blackbeard, right? All right. Now, again, this paneling here, at first, I had to read this like 3 times. Like, who's saying this? Is this Kobe saying this? That doesn't seem like something he'd say. It's Blackbeard, because this is coming directly from Blackbeard's cock. You can see the line. You see, Kinemon had the rare skill where he could talk from his ass via farts. Blackbeard talks from his cloaca via, what do they call that? What do they call pussy farts again? You know what I'm talking. Queef. He talks via queef, right? Okay, there you go. All right, I've had my eye on your power for a while. Did you like that?
Shut up, bitch!
There it is. All right, great. Glad we covered that. I've had my eye on your power for quite a while. Okay, cool. My beauty is what makes this power formidable. Well, that is true. It was very coincident. It was very convenient. Very convenient. Can we get some convenience in the chat, please? It was very convenient that Boa Hancock got the beauty, or the love fruit, whatever. Okay, but then again, like every character in the entirety of One Piece happens to be like perfectly themed for the devil fruit. So you get a pass on that one, Oda. That's very funny, very epic. And it's true. Like, imagine like a Blackbeard with a Mero fruit. He just, I mean, who's gonna? I mean, this man fucks. All right, this man definitely fucks. While being choked out, still looking down on him. I love it. I guess, yeah. All right. Okay, if you kill me, all your little friends will remain statues forever. Whoever inherits my powers won't be able to release them. I knew it. Boa Hancock is far trickier than anyone expected. Okay, now, unfortunately, this kind of doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense here is Kobe thinking this thought. And the reason he's thinking that is that because this is a manga for babies. Okay, because what someone would actually think if like One Piece was the very high IQ manga that people pretend that it is, I wonder if that's true. Because it's clearly just a gambit. There's no way to know if that's actually true or not. And like even Boa Hancock is probably in no position to know if that's true or not. Because shocker, Boa Hancock has probably not met anyone who previously used the fruit that she got when she was a child who then died, because it wouldn't make any sense. There's no way that anyone would know that. Okay, I'll give you this though. It's possible that she knows that from like research into her devil fruit, you know? I'm not going to say that the Pirate Empress wouldn't do any research into maybe learning more about like the tales of her devil fruit from history. That's possible. However, this question being asked by Kobe, he's just assuming it's true with no basis in fact, or like no basis in like confirming that that's true. Maybe previous expresses have used it. No. Well, maybe the previous. Do you mean empresses have used it? No. Okay, again, do I need to remind you guys? Wow, I think I do. Wow, you guys don't know literally the lore of every single character in all Devil Fruits, the entirety of One Piece? What, are you dumb? Boa Hancock was taken as a slave when she was a child and was fed the Mero Mero no Mi by the Tenryubito as entertainment for them because they thought it would be funny or like cool or something. Like, that's how they describe it. So, yeah, Kobe does not ask for sources. A woman speaks, and he listens, boys.
Shut up,
as
bitch.
we all must do.
Thank you, Baxter.
The American people are tired of women.
Okay, apparently not anymore. Okay, there you go. Maybe the Celestial Dragons kept that fruit to any woman they find hot. I mean, fair enough. We don't know when, Hancock got it. She was a slave until she was like a teenager, so, I mean, again, who knows? But then again, the Tenryubito seem like they might get kind of freaky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was a fucking dumb backstory, still laughing to this day. A dumb backstory. I don't agree. I thought that, I have some kind of, I have concerns with the way that the plot went with the introduction of the Tenryubito. And, it led to things like Joy Boy and like, The Hat and Nika and all this stuff about like, like the way that the world government changed over time and what it became, it is pretty good. I do like a lot of what it represents, and I think it's like a good target for Luffy to take down. But there were always concerns that like Destiny Peace was getting in there a bit, But anyway, I'm just saying that there were some concerns. I really don't think that it was that bad or anything, and mostly it was good. And so Boa Hancock's backstory was just like he came up with the Tenryubito, he introduced them into the story, and like Boa Hancock was then introduced as like relevant to that backstory, and somewhat setting up Fisher Tiger and like more Fishman Island stuff. So whatever. It's not that bad, that stuff, honestly. Okay. So again, dumbass Kobe just accepts thoughtlessly. But the thing is, though, Kobe is being a good One Piece character by not asking any questions and just listening and believing. One Piece is not, fucking Death Note. It's not fucking Berserk or whatever the fuck, if a character says a power works this way, it works that way. Remember this when you think that Nika is actually how Gear 2nd and 3rd worked. That's not the case. I want you to remember this panel. When someone says that's how a Devil Fruit power works, that's how it works, because that's how the story works, because Oda made it that way. Lucci described 100% accurately how Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd worked, because that was his role in the story by Oda. This Nika shit, cringe. Don't fall for it. Don't be a dope. All right. Don't be a simp. All right, here we go. Seems like we're a bit of an impasse. I gotta slip my Nika bash in every now and again. You know me, baby. You know me, baby.
Shut up, bitch.
Will do. Okay. We're at an impasse, doesn't it, hero? You did me a favor at Rocky Port, did he? What happened at Rocky Port? Please, I need to know. I don't actually care. That made it possible for me to oust Ochoku. Now now we're talking. And become the boss of Pirate Island. Now, do you lads remember who Ochoku is? I remember the name. I had to look it up. So Ochoku was a member of the Rocks Pirates. Yeah, I double-checked that shit. And by the way, I like this Helmeppo face right there. That looks nice. This is the best drawing in the entire chapter, this right here. So it was a Rocks Pirate member, and I believe, I need to double-check. I think, like, in real life, it was like a Chinese pirate. Was it that woman, Chinese pirate? Let me check. Ochoku, One Piece, Wang Ji? Wait, who's Wang Ji? Let me see here. Ochoku. Okay, there's not much more said. Shit. Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, wait, same guy? Oh, Wang Ji is like the female, like pirate admiral from real life, right? The Chinese one. China boy. I'm confused. Okay, all right, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, so anyway, obviously a former member of the Rocks Pirates was in charge over at Pirate Place or whatever, and Blackbeard kicked his ass out of there, or her, I don't even know, and took over. Okay, makes sense. That's cool. Another off-screen legendary jobbing. Okay, this one's all right. I would like to learn a little bit more, but I mean, hey, a Rocks Pirates flashback is inevitable, and fucking the Im parallel to Rox is obviously coming. So we're gonna learn more about that, no doubt. So we'll see. We'll see Ochoku probably, and become the boss of Pyro Down. There you go, Hachinoku or whatever. If I unhand the woman, you reckon she'd play nice and change everyone back to normal? Okay, now again, Blackbeard's being very based here. So again, Blackbeard is also accepting what she's saying, but you know the thing about though with Blackbeard is the one that has to actually make the decision, and as far as he knows, what she's saying could be true. So he has to operate that what she's saying might be correct. So so that's fair. That's fair. It'd be a headache for me if she didn't restore the Marine, says Kobe. Now, again, why is Kobe saying, like, it'd be a headache? Why is he saying it like that? Aren't you supposed to be, like, the moral guy? Like, the good boy, Kobe? Doesn't that just seem a little weird, you know, for him to frame it that way, you know? So, anyway, Blackbeard's being based as hell here. Blackbeard will play chicken, you know? Okay, I'll do it if you two get off my island. You know, I just don't buy it. The way I see it, if I let go, you just turn us to stone, right? I honestly don't think any man can resist your charms. Oh, I guess these guys just weren't hit by the beam yet. Okay, that's fine. This is a real head scratcher, but I guess I gotta kill ya. Yeah, it's not like Hancock has gotten a chance to hit every person with the beam specifically yet. Like, again, there's plenty of people here that are not yet turned to stone. This is a real head scratcher, but I guess I gotta kill ya. Please wait, don't throw all those lives away. Okay, and by the way, if there was ever any hope up to this point, well, I'll just say this further decreases the very, very remote possibility that Blackbeard could steal devil fruits from people while they're still alive. This just makes it, I mean, again, like, maybe it's theoretically, okay, it's like basically a 0% chance at this point. Obviously, he's just going to kill him and then, you know, have the fruits respawn because he knows information. That just makes all the sense in the world. There you go. And, pretty good face here. Also, this is a pretty funny panel. I really like this panel right here of him, like, looking at the camera as he's, like, choking a bitch. This is a good one. I'm a big fan of this one. Okay, but I gotta say, once again, I have to compliment Blackbeard on being the best character in the series once again. Because what Blackbeard's doing right now is recognizing that he is in, it does feel like the soy, kind of like a soy position. Only this is like a Chad dough position. He's literally choking a bitch right now who's giving him shit. And he's looking at you smiling smugly while he's doing it. It does remind me of the Itachi Sasuke memes. True. Okay, so so Blackbeard has had to choke a bitch. And he's like, look, okay, like, I just can't trust you. And so he's in a position where, like, he's going to lose something, or unless he just, like, trusts his enemies to do what he wants. And he's like, well, I can't trust you. I'm going to lose my allies. I have no choice but to kill you. So this right here is just, like, he's playing a game of chicken. He realizes he has to take some losses here. And like the seriously good manager that he is, he's willing to do it. Yeah, a character who isn't explicitly dumb. Blackbeard is putting on a good showing here. I like to see it. He was looking a little weaker than I like before with the pacifistas, but you know what? He held his own. He held his own. Not bad. Not bad. This is what I mean, yeah, like, unlike Luffy, who never ever makes hard decisions about, like, groups of people, he always just gets away with the most convenient answer possible because he has plot armor and is the main character. Blackbeard is like a real pirate, and this is why his crew is based and red-pilled. Black-pilled in his case, and it's fucking based. And I love to see him. So, his talents are administrative in nature. Indeed. Indeed. You know, I'm not exactly sure if he beat Shota Mihawk. Because, like, he did, it was a little unclear. He did the black hole thing. Right, let's see, right here. And, like, where did he go, you know? Yeah, I mean, he's sucking in other people, too. I think it's unclear. Like, this paneling, again, I mean, we just don't know. Like, I have no idea if he got sucked in or, like, he might have gotten sucked in, but, like, I feel like we probably would have seen that. I don't know. At the end, they said they had no scratches. Oh, okay. Well, we'll check on that. And, like, if he was, like, literally gone, sucked into Blackbeard's void, that would be notable, you know? Okay. Yeah, the Seraphim surprised him, and, you know, he put in a decent hockey showing for what that's worth, so, okay, that's something. All right, here we go. I knew the Navy would lay siege to the island, but I didn't think the terrain here would get this devastated. I'm sorry I'm late, Hancock. Dark King Rayleigh? Okay, now, again, you look at that face. This is like a big intro shot of a character. Holy shit, the copium that you have to be snorting to think that this is like a good-looking drawing of this character, you are out of your fucking mind, okay? It doesn't ruin the chapter. The sword. It looks terrible. It is an actual enter moment, it's true. Okay, anyway, looks like shit, and now I'm past that. Okay, Whitebeard's old apprentice, huh? I know it's immature to admit this, but I don't really like you. Okay, here's Rayleigh. The Dark King's, the Pirate King's right hand, Dark King, Silver's Rayleigh. Okay, cool. And there's a little bit of that old meme face. Yes, again, now what did I say? Now, I don't know. I mean, it is all the markings of the meme face, and it is pretty surprising that Rayleigh would show up at this time. So I think I'll say that this is, I give this like a 40% chance that this is like a, you know, like a little reference to it or whatever, you know. Like I said, they're getting smaller and smaller. That's what I think's going on. Like I said, the meme is dead. The meme is dead. What's with his pants? They've just got a fun pattern on them, I guess. It's an optical illusion. Okay, and some meme characters who are very impressed. Okay, great. All right, again. Okay, just. I mean, this is still pretty ugly, but whatever. Okay, his casual shirt's fine. I don't know. His cable. I mean, Rayleigh is like a pretty cool looking character, but I'll give you my thoughts on Rayleigh momentarily. Hancock, release everybody that's been turned to stone. I will ensure this de-escalates without issue. Then the invaders will leave the island. I won't allow any funny business. Okay. I know that I'm not the only person in the world who is just, I am just sick of these fucking characters showing up to just halt narrative movement. That is like all Rayleigh does in the entire story. All right, you were great during Shabondi, okay? Even then, it was like kind of fucked up. But just like, stop the war. Kizaru, stop, attacking people or whatever. It's just, all this guy does is show up, say, everyone stop. He's a total cock block of a character. And yeah, why would Blackbeard trust him? That's a great fucking question, Lucky Godhand. Why would Blackbeard trust this guy? I mean, yeah, because in order for this to happen, Blackbeard would only, you know what? Oh, now I'm mad about this. This literally doesn't make sense. Okay. I will say this. Okay, if Rayleigh has such a reputation, okay, it could kind of make sense. All right, if Rayleigh has such an honorable reputation, okay, that like a known pirate like Blackbeard, he follows the pirate's code. I would bet that Rayleigh here is probably not that moralistic about being a pirate, you know. That like Blackbeard would like right after this panel, Blackbeard would be like, because again, remember, Blackbeard has to let go of his leverage in order for this to be done, you know. So he has to trust Rayleigh for this to happen. So he must have trusted Rayleigh. So this implies, and man, I kind of would have liked to see some fucking interaction between Blackbeard and Rayleigh beyond like this panel. It's not about trust. It's about mutually assured destruction. That's not true at all, Musted. Because, I mean, like Blackbeard here could have, Rayleigh could, as soon as he lets go of Hancock, all bets are off. Hancock could just like release, I mean, dude, Blackbeard doesn't care about the Marines. There is no mutually assured destruction. That would imply that like Blackbeard would want, you know what I'm saying? There is no leverage here other than Blackbeard's crew being removed. So he has to trust Rayleigh. So Rayleigh has the Deus Ex Machina fruit, I'm absolutely convinced, indeed. And okay, yes, he showed up at like the exact time. Okay, all right, convenient piece. Okay, all right, whatever. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of that. Blackbeard thought he would lose against Rayleigh. Well, okay, but like, yeah, I mean, I guess if Rayleigh came, okay, I guess it's true. If Rayleigh showed up and Blackbeard literally thought Rayleigh could kill him if he didn't let her go, then yes, he would have an, but that, well, no, okay. I guess considering the option of Rayleigh potentially just killing Blackbeard, like if Blackbeard didn't let her go, that does add a reasonable balance to the situation that incentivizes Blackbeard to let her go. Okay. It's not as retarded as I thought it was for a second there. So again, I mean, we're going to get to like Rayleigh's thoughts on this, but like Blackbeard could be afraid of Rayleigh. Of course. And like legitimately think that he could kill him or whatever. So, okay. All right. You know what? That's not the worst thing in the world. What is cringe is just Rayleigh's role in the story to consistently cockblock And yes, his sword looks absolutely terrible. Dude, that's what a sword looks like when I draw it. All right. Convenient Goda off-screen sci-fi piece, and yet Goda? We'll see about that. All right. Hancock, release everybody that's been turned to stone. I will ensure this de-escalates without issue. Then okay, I won't allow any funny business. Okay, God, fuck this character, man. You just show up and make everything cool that's happening stop. Let there be stakes, Rayleigh. Let the fucking plot move forward. Okay, what about like what about every person out there right now being personally murdered by Weevil? Like, Weevil is out there right now murdering, I don't know, Fishman Island. Why aren't you protecting Fishman Island right now, Rayleigh? You fucking fair weather fuck. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Okay, again, like, I know Rayleigh came here because, like, I guess as soon as the announcement was made that, like, the Shichibukai was disbanded, but I mean, it's been like a while since that. It's been at least all of Wano. I mean, I know it's not like super easy to travel that far. Just live on fucking Kuja Island or whatever if you're gonna stay there, man. I don't know. All right, whatever. He's a fair weather fuck. That's what he is. Okay, all right. Amazon Lily is special to him. Then why doesn't he just stay there? Okay, this is like, remember when he just swam to Amazon Lily that one time? That was for training Luffy, right? Yeah, all right, that was fine. Weevil, who's that? Oda, yeah, well, we'll see about that. Okay, present day. I'm so glad you managed to survive that. It's thanks to you, Rayleigh. Honestly, Rayleigh is kind of fucking boring me. Rayleigh is just really an unimpressive character these days. All he does is make fun things not happen. So, okay, that's fun. Let stakes happen, Rayleigh. Who the fuck are you anyway? Your captain matters. Who the fuck are you? All right, former Empress of Amazon Lily from 2 generations ago, ex-captain of the Kuja Pirates, Shakuyaku. Okay, so we now know Shaki's backstory. Retcon! No, okay, it's not a retcon. This is clearly chapter 1, baby. Okay, present time. Ha ha ha, present time. Hell yeah, bro. Got the same pants as BB? Whoa. Connections. I'm seeing connections here. Okay. So, all right, whatever. I mean, so again, this is the ruler from 1 generation ago, okay? And this is the one from 2 generations ago. Also, what in God's name is going on with her fucking eye? Okay, I can't really zoom very well. I'm going to zoom and scroll up, because this fucking eye here. Bro, this face is just drawn like absolute shit. What is going on with this chapter, man? Oh, Christ. All right. Where were we? She just got a little bit of that Tardo infection, you know? All right. Women in One Piece hit the wall like a bullet train. but this woman is older than her. At least, like, I mean, I guess she could have, like, retired or something. I don't know. She's like Rayleigh's age or something. I don't know. Like, I actually kind of like her, you know? Her being like a Kuja related. Again, this character like could have been anything. Just like giving her this backstory. That's pretty cool. You know, that's pretty cool. Maybe she was like friends with Rayleigh. So like, I mean, it makes sense that Rayleigh would like know some like strong pirates from his day. Yeah, I don't know. And again, like Rayleigh being friends with her gives him a connection to Amazon Lily. Because we knew that that Rayleigh was like well liked by the Amazonians. And so this is why. He clearly like had a relationship with their old dude. Yeah, I mean, this seems like it was probably planned, and I like it, you know? I kind of just unambiguously like this. We finally got her backstory, now we know what it is, and it's fine. And it's always been a thing with her that she, like, looks suspiciously young, despite being quite old. And I like these two as a pair. I think they're cute together, so, yeah, I don't know. They're married. Indeed. Okay. Even the Calm Belt isn't... Progress causes new problems. Tell me about it, sister. Even the Calm Belt isn't safe anymore with Vegapunk Seastone paddle ships out there. Between the Navy's new weapons and Blackbeard's arrival, I thought we were done for you. Okay, so there's the Vegapunk name drop. That's fun. When Vegapunk shows up, Oda's going to need to do like 10 pages where each time we see Vegapunk, he has a title card on him. Because that man has been introduced 10,000 times for the entire story. Christ almighty. The only married people in One Piece are single parents. That's true. That's why he's smart. He keeps it non-committal, you know. Okay, so to be frank, we got lucky. Circumstances allowed me to resolve things with my reputation, but I've gotten old. I'm pretty certain I wouldn't win head-on fight against Blackbeard these days. Okay, so I mean, this is Rayleigh saying that I think that I personally am weaker than Blackbeard specifically. Fair enough. Now, again, we've never, ever since the fight with Ace, of course, which again, like that was like an entire different series almost. Again, hockey didn't exist. He had like one devil fruit, you know, whatever. It's like a whole new ball game, and Blackbeard like hasn't really had like a serious fight. Like, sure, he did stuff in Marineford and whatnot, and that was good, but you know, I want to see more stuff. You know, he did put on a pretty impressive showing. You know, he made Hancock. I mean, he just jobbed Hancock off screen. Didn't look like he had a scratch on him. That's pretty good. Has black hole powers combined with the Gura Gura. I guess that'll get the job done. You know. Okay, so from the sounds of it, the Navy are looking to replace the Seven Warlords with new weapons. And again, Rayleigh's being like, okay, I'm old and I'm not that strong anymore. Okay, fine. That's fine. That's fine. He did everything with the Payback War. Oh, God, I can't even remember the details of the Payback War. Hang on. Was that where they fought the Whitebeard guys? Payback War, One Piece. Yeah, that must have been the Whitebeard fight. Yeah, clash between Blackbeard and the remnants of the Whitebeard guys. Yep, where Marco jobbed yet again. He used Daddy's punch to beat him. How embarrassing. Oh, goddamn. Okay, look how fucking dope Blackbeard looks in this panel when you Google the war. The Payback War. Jesus Christ. Blackbeard is so fucking dope. Jesus, I love this fucking guy. All right. Momonga! This guy's also based. Okay. So they're going to replace the Seven Warlords with those new weapons, even after everything. This two didn't have a single scratch on them. Okay, we'll get into like the more of this. Okay, it was bizarre. One of them just looked just like Big Sis when she was a kid. Uh-oh. Whoa, bros!
Thank you,
I
Baxter.
can't stop whoaing. It just keeps happening. Oh, God. I don't know. You know, she looks cute. You know, Baby Hancock, fine. She looks kind of scary. Obviously the wings and stuff. I mean, you know, like this is an appealing looking character design. However, I still have all the same concerns I said before about like the fucking clones of the DNA mixing with the fucking Shichibukai. Okay, all right. Yeah, Cuties 2022 starring Hancock clone. It's gonna be that easy. How can Boa be the first and second sexiest woman in One Piece? Oh my God, so true. Jesus Christ. All right, yes, we'll be docking. We'll be docking with Baby Boa. Uh-oh, boys. No, at Egghead Port soon. Regarding the kidnapping of Captain Kobe. Uh-oh. So Blackbeard probably took him, maybe. Vegapunk wanted the authentic experience. Lol. Captain Kobe, the hero of everyone knows everything about the world-famous Rocky Port incident, has been abducted by one of the four emperors, Blackbeardo. His current status is unknown, Areno. Ah! He's gonna get the full Blackbeard treatment, no doubt about that. Lolly Hancock looks so fucking hot, unironically. Well, there you go, boys.
Thank you, Baxter.
Easy money!
It's just that easy, and she's headed straight for Epstein Island right now, where she's bound to have a great time. I'm very excited for Vegapunk to be revealed to be. Okay, you know how every Marine or every Admiral is like a famous actor? I think it's time Vegapunk just needs to be Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, or Eam himself could be Jeffrey Epstein. I will also accept that. That's fine. Okay. All right, so we're at the end of the chapter. Okay, Kobe got kidnapped, so rip to him. So like, so Sabo is AWOL right now. Kobe got kidnapped by the Blackbeard Pirates, apparently. Rest in peace, his asshole. And we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. There is stuff about clones might be children at ATM because they're new. And Germa said that 20-year-old clones take 5 years to make, by the way. Yeah, there's been a lot of this flying around about like, bro, it takes 5 years to make. And I immediately thought like, wait, that was for like an adult clone. These guys are clearly like still kids. So like, I don't know. Cut that in half at least, I guess. So like, you know, what's that, like 2.5 years? I mean, that seems to line up pretty cleanly with like the beginning of the time skip. So like, I mean, yeah, Buggy's on the table, Blackbeard's on the table. They could have Blackbeard's DNA. He was a Shichibukai. Again, maybe they didn't get his DNA at the time. Who knows? You know, who knows? He was there pretty briefly. I would assume, and yeah, that's another thing. I would assume Vegapunk could grow clones faster than Gamera. Yeah, Vegapunk is obviously like a superior scientist to anybody, so like it just could be faster. So you know, they could have been made as soon as like we decided to stop the Shichibukai program, and like on that day, like what's that, like in real world, like a month or two ago, they could have been grown since then. I don't know, or maybe the beginning of the time skip. Who knows? Who knows? Luffy will obviously not go and save Kobe. Of course, naturally, he will not go and save Kobe. That's for sure. They have Weevil DNA. Also, he was in jail for a long time. So yeah, they definitely got that Weevil DNA. And I mean, people have been saying the theory that like Weevil is a failed clone of Whitebeard. I mean, considering this plot development, I mean, it wouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world. Okay, so let me just say, I want to go back and just touch on, in general, the concept of these like pacifista clone guys. Okay, I just don't like them because I don't feel like they suit One Piece very well. And if you want to say Nate, you'd have to say that about the Vinsmokes. Guilty as charged, baby. They don't. And even the pacifistas. See, I was hoping the pacifistas would just never be explained. But it seems probably likely now that they're like just clones also, but then also made cyborgs. Or maybe they're all cyborg. I don't know. I think they're clones because they talked about like flesh and blood or whatever. What about Joy Boy DNA? Now we're talking. Now we're talking. One Piece has robots on the moon. I think anything goes. Literally, I've also had concerns about the robots on the moon since they were first introduced. In all seriousness. And that's becoming like major plot stuff. Like, okay, I think I talked about this in like the server before, but like, did you guys play Final Fantasy IV? I played Final Fantasy IV. I'm going to spoil it for you in a little bit, or parts of it anyway. The big thing that happened at the end of Final Fantasy IV was that it's revealed that like Lunarians are a thing, and that like creatures from beyond the stars, like a handful of them, came to like the fantasy world that is like Gaia or whatever. And yeah, and I don't think that anything was said about the crystals at that time, or maybe it was. I can't remember. Okay, the important thing is like the Lunarians showed up, and yeah, there's like lost tech that's futuristic, that kind of. That's okay. That's not the end of the world. Okay, here's my point. There was a sprinkling of like alien shit in Final Fantasy IV at the end, but it kept things fantasy grounded. And that was a good mixture. This is an aesthetic conversation to be had, you know? Okay. Did you guys then play the sequel to Final Fantasy IV? Final Fantasy IV, The After Years. I played that game, and it's it's like Naruto, Chakra's alien technology. Okay, in the sequel game that came out like 30 years later, okay, here's the plot. Because we went as far as we could go on the planet, we need to go to the stars. We're getting fully moon-pilled, all right? And the entire plot was about, like, now a much more explicit, like, alien invasion with, like, clones and, like, DNA copies and splicing and stuff. And, like, all the children, these, like, secondary characters that are, like, imitations of their parents and stuff. And who is the final boss, all right? So it's all this, like, Lunarian shit, but it's, like, more aliens have come. Okay, the final boss of Final Fantasy IV, The After Years, is a literal fucking A-Lamau-ass alien called the Creator. And this Creator goes on to explain how, like, they seeded the planet with life and, like, are responsible for basically everything good that happened on the planet. I don't think that they, like, formed humanity, but they planted the crystals and, like, are responsible for, like, everything that happened on the planet. Okay, all right. Now, what that is taking it too far. That's what it is. And again, you could be like, well, I mean, bro, it's their story. They could just, like, do whatever they want. Yeah, that's not the point. The point is it's a shit writing choice, right? It's a shit writing choice, and it doesn't feel right in a fucking fantasy story. And like guys, we all mock the Naruto lore about like chakra moon aliens that like seeded the planet with. It's like, it is absolutely worthy of mockery. And I'm just saying, we're getting into some Naruto shit right now in One Piece. No cap, dead ass. What we're in right now, New Piece really is like Final Fantasy IV the after years. And again, with Final Fantasy IV, there were seeds of it from the beginning, but it's about the degrees. How could Chapter 1 have spoiled so much of the story? Soko, you see, you're being disingenuous, my man. The best Final Fantasy games are more sci-fi and less actual fantasy. Are you actually saying that you'd rather Sephiroth not be a clone? Oh, is that what I said? That a sci-fi story should have less sci-fi? No. I said that a fantasy story shouldn't pivot into hard sci-fi. See the difference there? It depends what you're trying to do, man, with the story. So, I mean, and this is what I'm seeing. Why not? That's a complicated question. One of them being that, like, when it's hard to explain that to you because you should just know the answer to that. You shouldn't, like, massively change a story halfway through and introduce plot elements that feel alien to the world in which you inhabit. This is a world where, like, Luffy fought a guy with an axe for a hand, and that was pretty kooky, man. A rubber guy fighting a guy with an axe hand. Man, talk about crazy. And now we're dealing with, like, DNA splicing and, like, legions of clones and fucking Lunarian DNA being spliced in. I mean, come on, man. I just think that it's cringe. That's what I think. I'm not assuming the worst. I'm commenting on what's happening right before us. Nothing that I've said before, or nothing that I've said isn't, like, just already happening. They're going to add this to live action. Now we're talking.
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum.
So I mean, to me, I think we've tipped our balance too far into sci-fi stuff with, like, these, like, lolly clone things. I don't think it's the right mixture for the kind of story that One Piece, like, used to be. But I mean, I guess the times have changed, you know? What's conceptually new about these pacifistas? Oh, well, I'll tell you what's new about them. Okay, here's a major thing that's new about them. Okay, so yes, we sort of knew that, like, Shichibukai could be cloned as far back as, you know, like the original ones with the pacifistas, because obviously something was going on with Bartholomew Kuma being copied. Okay, these new clones are doing a DNA splicey thing. And that's new. So it's very strange. Like it, honestly, guys, does it not just sound like a joke to you to say Lunarian DNA splicing superpowered child Shichibukai clones? Now, I'm not saying that just saying that word makes it bad or cringe, but it is, like, very cliche. It's very silly that this is where things have gone. Okay, but forget the splice thing. Forget the splice thing for a second. I have other concerns. We are leaning into this cloning angle quite a bit now. And in all seriousness, dead ass, no cap, do you think bringing back certain deceased characters is off the table? Now, see, now would be fair to say Nate's just believing the worst thing is going to happen, because I am not saying that's going to happen. But just think about it for a second. Whitebeard's DNA was all over that battlefield, my man. Whitebeard. And who was right next to Whitebeard when he died? That's right. For real, no cap, on God. I mean, the thing with Roger is, I mean, I was thinking, like, you could bring back Roger. Ace. Obviously, the point is Ace. Like, we could get an Ace revival. And it's like, okay. Now, I'm not saying Ace's DNA was all over Akainu, indeed. And Akainu's DNA was all up inside Ace. Yeah, yo. Now we're talking. Garp, clone incoming. Okay, see, this is the thing. It just sounds retarded. It's that this is a Pandora's box that's being opened with all this cloning stuff. And yeah, I know it's been here for a while, and I never really thought it was that great an idea. You know, that's where I'm at. especially as it like got fleshed out with like the Vinsmoke stuff. So like imagine all the dead characters that could be revived. And you know, I'll say this, like, again, who knows how the actual science works, but like, yeah, you could get like literal Gold Roger revived. It's possible. Like the Marines had his body, they killed him, right? Man, I wonder what they did with his body. What if they like fucked it up or something, or fucked it, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they just threw it over into the sea or something like that. What did happen to his body? I wonder. Does he have a grave? Huh, I'm curious about that. This is actually kind of relevant. Also because of Moria's devil fruit, you know? They ate it. That's probably it. So, okay. I mean, whatever. That's fine. It's just, I think that this is a bit of a Pandora's box, and I do continue to worry about the implications of it. And again, I'm not saying that that's definitely going to happen. And, like, again, I mean, if Ace gets cloned or whatever, it would be, like, that would be terrible. That would be terrible. Now, I don't really know why they would do that. That would be strange. It just could happen to anybody now. Like, before, at least, it was, like, I don't know, like, it was just Kuma, and it was just, like, that one model of, like, soldier that the Vinsmokes had. So that was, like, restrained, and now we're open, and, like, obviously, making these clones is, like, very energy-intensive, and why would it be bad? I mean, again, because it would just feel inappropriate. And again, it would be, like, I mean, with all the, like, bringing back of characters, it would be cliche. It would be unnecessary. It would be, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just would not like that. It would be too on the nose. One Piece has had a dire lack of subtlety when it comes to certain, like, writing choices lately. Not that everything needs to be subtle. One Piece is not the most subtle story. But, like, making Luffy Nika, making him a literal embodiment of freedom. Oh, God, he, like, is the freedom man. It's just, it's a bit much. It's a bit much, you know? Let it be a metaphor. Well, in any case, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about that, you know? I don't think that the worst is going to happen. I recoil at the possibilities. I still don't think Lunarian DNA splicing clones is, like, the best plot fit. It just feels so cliche. It feels so out of place. And again, don't forget, Mihawk, baby Mihawk, has super swordsman DNA powers, apparently. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they, like, trained him to be a really good swordsman or something, but it just, like, why would a baby Mihawk be as strong as, I mean, he's not as strong, I'm sure, but you know what I'm saying. Oda keeps introducing plot devices that, like, either could go well or badly. You know, like when Nika stuff was hinted, it's like, oh, this could go well or bad, and then it went bad. It went very, very bad. Now, it didn't go as bad as it could have gone. I mean, okay, that's fair. But still, not ideal. Yeah, Mauger, Blackbeard, looking great. Looking great. Okay. It's happening. All right. Are they clones or robots? I mean, we know that pacifistas were shown or, like, heavily implied to still be flesh and blood to some degree. I think that it is very logical to assume that that is also true of these little pacifista guys. And again, we saw them shooting lasers before, so they probably have the same little laser things built into their hands that, like, cyborg bits that you know, the Shichibukai, not the Shichibukai, the fucking pacifistas have. The Seraphim, bros. Les Seraphim. Okay, now, and I'll say this one more time, just to shit on Nika one more time. No. Nika can never be redeemed because it was too much of a horrible retcon. I stand by that. The finale is getting a little bit bloated. A little bit. That's true. We're adding a lot of elements here. Again, I mean, something was implied that, like, the Marines were going to roll out something new, and this is it. And this is it. Yeah, saying One Piece has bio cyborgs does sound off. I mean, I think so. I don't think that's a crazy point to make or anything. And, okay, so, I mean, I'm glad the Marines are, like, they have something strong. It just didn't need to be this exactly, you know? And do I have anything else to comment on? No, whatever. It is what it is. As with everything, as long as Oda, like, handles it not the worst way possible, it could be perfectly fine. But we'll see. So what did we get at the end of the day? Because I think it's time to check in on the old voting, lads. We've got a chapter with some iffy art. Some iffy art. A Wano fucking flashback drawing us back into Wano. Are you kidding me? Yamato was on screen for more than 0 seconds. Yikes. Oh, yikes. Now we did, I won't even say confirm, but we did slightly imply that we might not be going to Sphinx Island, which would be very welcome. But we'll see. Hancock was there. She's all right. Okay, Kuja got slashed up. I mean, it's kind of cool. Destruction of a beautiful national landmark. Very cringe. That's very Hector right there. Yamato character was slightly improved. It's true. It's true. All that stuff that we said about Yamato never explained the change of mind. She did explain it. So that is better. But it was still handled poorly and is very annoying. And get your shit together, Oda. All right, a lot of jobbing characters that shouldn't job so easily. Cringe. All right, Lunarian DNA. Pretty cringe. It's a little bit okay, but mostly cringe. All right, let's not kid ourselves. Blackbeard being on screen and doing cool stuff. Pretty based. When was the last time One Piece truly hyped you up? I think the answer is just Katakuri. Yeah, like some of the stuff that Katakuri did truly blew my mind with how good the writing was for this character. That's the answer to that question. Easy. All right. This rape squad is here. That's pretty Goda. We got to give it up to Goda right there, you know. Black Pillbeard is here. Okay, this guy's a jobber. Kuja's okay. Okay, Kobe doing things, whatever, fine. I guess is this Kobe like deflecting arrows? I guess it is. That's fine. Okay. Now Blackbeard implied to know more things than he should. That's some Goda. Baby Mihawk. Oh God. I'm just gonna say that's Hackta. That's some hack. That's a Hackta decision right there. Pacifista babies. I mean, not like it's not totally unbelievable. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. What can I say? Giving Mihawk the suck with his black hole. All right, pretty. That's a little Goda. Slave arrow, loves slavery. Okay, very Goda right there. Okay, Helmeppo jobbing, that's fine. This guy jobbing, bad paneling though. Like, what's going on? A cutting a fight that could have been good, even just like a little bit. Like, but this didn't need to be like a long fight. This could have been like 2 seconds, like one panel of Blackbeard, like right here, just like I don't know, like sneaks up, it like is surprisingly fast, like punches Hancock or just grabs her, and we're then to this panel instead of like an implied fight off screen for some reason. Okay, strange. The arm does look jank. It does. Excuse me. Okay, Boa Hancock taking any amount of damage ever in the series. That's a little Goda. Marco filler was important. It was crucial. Absolutely critical. I like the Amazon, so I don't know. I like seeing them. Marguerite. Where's Marguerite? Because she's still going to join the crew. I'll scroll back to her. There she is. She's joining the crew. That's her. And this other one here, I remember her. Okay, now acting believable as a One Piece characters, but unfortunately, basically illogical in this moment as whatever. That's cringe for Kobe. However, for Blackbeard, it was totally logical, based and red-pilled. This panel is also based. 10 out of 10 for Sandersonia. Wait. Did I miss Sandersonia? Where is she? I know she's here. I want to see her. I'm scrolling back. I need to see Sandersonia. Oh my God, yes. My big-headed queen! Thank you, Baxter. Thank you, Baxter, for putting Sandersonia in my chapter. Oh, and she's again below. Okay, we'll coom again when we get there. Love that wide lass. Okay. By the way, this poster is Luffy, very cringe, but that's okay. Whatever. Okay, now Blackbeard being a based and red-pilled pirate. Oh, and his crew being a rape gang, also very based and pirate-pilled for the first time in the series. Pretty good. The clone thing has made me think of something potentially bad. They might turn to good in the final fight and become part of Luffy's Grand Fleet. Okay, it's just you're right. The implications of like there are now baby versions of like the Shichibukai being out there. That I just don't like. I don't want that in the narrative. We don't need all that shit. Like we've got so many other things to do right now. So many far more important things to donate time and effort to. Like, I know that the Marines needed something stronger, but like, I don't know, do what like my man fucking Z did in Film Z and have like superpowered pacifistas or whatever. I am hoping Baby Croc just finally debunks this whole, like, Femme Croco nonsense. Jesus Christ, let it end. Let me out! Okay. Okay, logic-pilled, based, hardcore, Henry-ass, Blackbeard. That's Goda. Rayleigh, it's Hacta. Fuck off. Fuck off. His actions are logical, but he is cringe, and I don't like his role in the story. Go away, Rayleigh. You're boring. Shaki, backstory. That's Goda. That's pretty good. Okay, where's my wide lass? I want to see her. Where's Sandersonia? Okay, there's the fat one. Oh, I see her thigh. That's got to be her right there. Oh, there she is, baby. That's what I'm talking about. My queen.
Thank you, Baxter.
I forgot the brown lolly. I'm all about that wide bitch. All right. Okay, so the relationship between them two, decent backstory. Okay, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Blackbeard being hyped up a little bit. That's good. Boa jobbing. Based and red pilled. I don't know. She's pretty strong, I guess. She got a good fruit, I guess, if you know how to use it. Who would they give it to? Who would the Blackbeard Pirates give it to? You know, I don't know. Those two didn't have a single scratch on them. Okay, right. So the two pacifistas. Okay, there it is. They did not have a single scratch on them, including Mihawk. So he did not get sucked. Okay, there you go. Nate, you're more negative about this chapter than you were about the Nika chapter. That is not true. I went on for 4 hours shitting on Nika. We had to define our fucking axioms about Nika, which we did define a little bit of axioms here too, to be fair. Even after everything, those two didn't have a single scratch on them. Wait, are people saying they're talking about Vasco and what's her face? No, they're talking about the pacifistas. They're clearly talking about them. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Also, Katakuri jobbed this chapter. Unforgivable, Oda. Unforgivable, embarrassing. All right. It's like, okay, he's jobbed enough, Oda. Remember when that character was unbelievably competent? Let's see more of that. Let's see some more of that. All right. Caesar's not that good. He's not that strong or capable or powerful. Okay, so there she is. Okay, Lolly Bros, we made it. And docking an egghead port. Okay, Kobe got kidnapped by the Blackbeard Pirates. Okay, Kobe being like slightly plot relevant, not bad. Oh yeah, give my man San Juan Wolf the Mero Mero. That's the one. That's the one. All right, there you go. Okay, current status on. All right, stuff about Kobe. I mean, could be good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And yes, Caesar's power is about using it cleverly, which he did do in this. Okay, so like even this like job of Katakuri, it's not actually that bad. But still, I want to see Katakuri does still need to put on a pretty good showing, or I'm gonna get steamed. All right, Kobe's in Blackbeard's rape dungeon. That's Goda right there. Okay. All right, so totaling it all up, boys, it's time to vote. Hope you counted your shekels, boys, because you're losing them all right now, potentially, or gaining a king's ransom. All right, 68% Goda, 32% Hacta. Okay, the people were really piling on the bits here. They were really going for it. Now, okay, in the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen, last push. Can we get some representation in the chat? Post the Godas and post the Hactas. Let's see how the people are feeling. I want to know if you're really feeling it. Okay, strong showing from Hacta right out of the bat. Okay, all right, Goda making a little recovery. Okay, he's coming back in. There they are. They just keep piling on. Why are people giving too much credit to Goda? It's what they do. Because it enables the hype machine that lives rent-free within their mind, and it is fun to hype thing, and it is less fun to criticize thing. Even though you can get on high on your own supply if you're a hype fucker such as myself, you know. I'm aware of that. Okay. All right, so let's tally it up, shall we? Let's tally it up. Choose outcome. What is it, Goda or Hacta? Boy, you know that it's Hacta. You know that shit.
Thank you,
pure,
Baxter.
Undoctrinated, pure hack shit right there. You did it, boys. You held the line. You held it out. And Hacta, you win the big one. Easy fucking money this week. I'm so sorry, Goda Bros. Hey, you did your best out there. But in the grand scheme of things, sometimes Hacta just shines through in unexpected places. And here he was. I know that Blackbeard was present. I know that he did things. But there was far too much hack going on in this chapter. As soon as Katakuri got one fucking hit at the beginning, it was over. It was over. Wano was over. It is Goda. Oh, yeah. All right. We are all going to be recompleted, lads. All right. That's it, boy.
I'm gonna come.
Thank you, Baxter.
Easy money!
The real lesson is never read Naruto. Indeed, that's what Oda did, and that is why these plot developments are happening clearly. Bro, dead ass, no cap for real. This is like some Boruto plot lines that are being introduced into One Piece right now. Lunarian DNA, bro. Lunarian DNA. Yikes. I lost beta bits. It had to be done. It had to be done. You got to do the Japanese crossword, bro. Is there some sort of Japanese crossword I should know about? I bet I could pass it. I've been doing my kanji every fucking day. In fact, once this is done, I got to do some more kanji, baby. That's what I'm going to go do tonight. Next week is the final stand for Carrot Bros. We'll see. We'll see. No, well, I read a bit of Boruto, and I've, like, checked in once or twice, you know. Lunarian DNA is pretty much Hashirama cells. It feels like that. And Dark Sanji, we're in Dark Sanji territory for sure. All right, guys, let's mercy kill this stream already. It's time to go. I'm tired as shit, and I got to go do my my fucking kanji quiz, you know. All right, lads, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Hey, Sunday we'll be streaming. Yo, you know what I'm streaming? Speaking of Boa Hancock, speaking of dark lollies, we're gonna stay woomy. Know what I'm saying? Because we're playing Splatoon 3.
I'm gonna come.
Thank you, Baxter.
Know what I'm saying? Understand? I'm definitely gonna play some Splatoon. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. All right, I'm out of here, lads. It's been real. Thanks for stopping by. I'm more of an Octo Chad myself, but I don't like how mainstream the Octos have gotten. The what's her face? The fucking the squids are all right, but I was all about Agent 8. Agent 8 had by far the best story in the Splatoon 2 DLC. That was some good stuff. Love me some Splatoon, lads. Yeah, Splatoon 3 came out today. Hey, go play it. I'm a big fan. Never retire. I got no plans to, baby. I got no plans. All right, I'll see you later, guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna come.
You're gonna be recompleted.